this English rider, GP rider,
Lee Richardson. Yeah.
Lee Richardson, he rode superbly well in the Cardiff GP as a wild card. Really showed us the type of rider that he could well grow into. He's certainly somebody that's really got everything together.
I think he rises to the occasion in places like this. You know, he's coming in, he's riding for his country.
I think it's a good point that you made just there, Kelv, as well, when you were correcting me about something. The 4 points for the race win here.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, 0 is the scoring format tonight. It could make a big difference. You need to win here, don't
and
you?
That's why that Joker, if you play that at the right time, that could really bring, like, you could turn the meeting like the Aussies did on Sunday night.
Yeah, you know, the beauty about the Joker too is, even if you're having a bad result as a team, as a unit, you get behind, you got that up your sleeve.
As Australia needed on Sheffield to go through.
They needed it.
So it means that every point counts, doesn't it?
Stoney there looking pretty relaxed. Now, both he and Sean Wilson come from the same part of the world, the two northern boys. They go head-to-head in the Premier League on a regular basis, and real close friends, but strong rivals as well. And it's good to see those two in the team. It could well be a good situation for the England team.
Now, Joe Screen, he's my man at the moment. I think Joe Screen was hitting form just right for this competition. He looked really good the other night through Sheffield. If he can peak tonight as well, he could drag us through.
Yeah, he wasn't in great form for his club prior to the World Cup starting, but certainly at Sheffield he rode brilliantly, and one of the riders of the night.
And likewise, Gary Havelock. Gary Havelock got drafted in right at the last minute because he was at a wedding when he was called up, and dragged across to Sheffield to...
You know, the difference between those two riders is Joe really likes a lot of dirt, and Gary really likes an inside line and be able to burn it on the inside and rely on his gating. So if the track caters to one or to the other, at least it balances them out.
We got it covered. Let's hope it's in between, so it caters for both of them.
Yeah, but... I'm not I'm not allowed to say anything, but really I think Joe Screen, I spoke to him briefly earlier, he said he was looking forward to it tonight, and he reckons the slick starts, he reckons he can make starts and slick starts.
What we need now is a prediction from you two guys. You are the experts here in the studio, so you tell us. Who are the two teams that are going through to the final?
Got to stay loyal with Great Britain. I think it'll be Great Britain and a close call, Denmark or Czech Republic. Sorry, Sam.
And Sam?
I'm not gonna. I don't have to be loyal. I'm a true American, and I want to see them do well, and I'm sure they'll fight to the end. And hopefully.
But who do you think's going to go through?
There you go. America.
And we need 2 teams through, remember?
I'll go with England.
You'll go with England. Thank you very much for that. Well, you've heard the predictions here. We're all battling for a place in the World Cup. This is what it's all about.
From the Millennium Stadium, the curtain raiser to a new season. Double winners Arsenal look to continue where they left off when they face Premiership runners-up Liverpool. Both sides aim to grab a psychological victory and become the first winners of the FA Community Shield. A new name, but the same game. The McDonald's FA Community Shield. Arsenal-Liverpool, Sunday at 1, live on Sky Sports 1.
It's my neck, Doctor.
I can see that. Give me your hands. Do you play the violin?
No.
But you do spend a lot of time on the phone, don't you?
Only a couple of hours a night.
Whilst playing computer games, perhaps?
I'm on level 6 now.
Well, I know what you've got. You've got BT Together.
He's making the most of unlimited evening and weekend calls. What can BT do for you?
Try using the other ear for a couple of weeks. Next.
Welcome back to the East of England showground, where the Brits have turned out to support the home and host nation here. They have got to go through today if they can. Just 2 teams go through out of the 5 that are going to be battling, and one man that's going to be battling hard to bring us all the news from pit lane. Jonathan, are you all ready for this?
Oh yes, very much so. And it's a great layout too, a lot more room down here. And let me just show you what the setup is. There's Czech Republic right over here, United States right next to them, And then coming a little bit further down, the Finns, and interestingly enough, the Finns, as you can see, resplendent in their brand new suits. They had these suits made on Tuesday night. They thought, well, we saw the Danes do it, why not do it ourselves? And they've done it in 2 days, and they're looking good. And they were going to save them for the final, but hey, they thought they'd go it for the race-off instead. So fairly confident in the Finns camp. These are the Danes, and Denmark looking very strong as well. Of course, more World Cups than anybody else, and very confident tonight. Certainly they've been sticking together. It seems to be a trait. They've been here almost 2 days now, all coming together and literally hanging out at the East of England Showground. A little bit further down, obviously, the rest of the Denmark team, Ronnie Pedersen there, Nicky Pedersen. And finally, but at least not least by, of course, is the British team. And they're right here and getting ready. And, well, maybe I can get a quick word with Sean, because obviously we've been talking about him in the studio. And Sean, big night for you tonight.
Yeah, very big. I mean, it's yeah, probably one of the biggest.
Do you rise to this sort of occasion? Is this the sort of occasion you like to ride with?
Of course. I mean, this is everybody's dream, you know, what I'm doing right now. And yeah, I mean, I'm certainly going to rise to it. I'm going to do my very best I can, you know what I mean? The atmosphere in the team is tremendous, and I'm like, you know, I'm just buzzing about this situation and the occasion.
Well, best of luck and best of British to you. Quick look round, and as you can see, the riders are lining up over here. And I'm just having a look out the corner of my eye, see if Stoney's around, but I think he's already out. Now, the big question is, you've seen all the teams, but I'll tell you what, if I've got some real news for you, Keith, boys, everybody else at home, take a look across there, because I know you've seen it all through the World Cup in Sheffield and in Poole, but now we might even see it here. Now, I don't know how far away, but we've had a few meetings here before, and obviously it doesn't take long for it to come in here, so that could be a factor tonight. Back to you, Keith.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. Get your umbrella ready, because it certainly looked like it was a little bit cloudy to the back of the stadium there. We'll have to wait and find out. Well, the first heat is about to kick off. Remember, 5 riders on the track at any given time. That should keep our boys busy in the commentary box. Chris Louis and the man himself, Nigel Pearson.
Thanks very much indeed, Keith. Yes, Chris alongside me. Chris, 5 riders in a race. That psychology, it's got to be totally different to 4 in a race, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be a psychological edge to this meeting. I think, you know, it's very different to see 5 riders on the start line. These guys are all used to racing in hundreds of meetings, or at least 100 meetings in a year, and 4-man races. And this is only the World Cup, really, that we have this sort of format. So there's going to be a psychological edge to it, without a doubt.
Great crowd here tonight as well. The fans have certainly turned out in force to support Great Britain tonight. They did so at Sheffield on Sunday as well. They've done it here at Peterborough tonight for the race-off. Great atmosphere here at the East of England Showground for the World Cup race-off, the 4th event of the 2002 Speedway World Cup. 5 riders in a race, a reminder, 5 nations tonight. Race number 1 is here, and just taking a look across the lineup, the gate positions for America. Off the inside it is Billy Hamill in the green helmet, Kai Laukkanen for Finland off gate 2 in white, Gary Havelock for Great Britain, gate 3 in blue, Nicky Pedersen, yellow and black, gate 4 for Denmark, and gate 5 off the outside, Thomas Topinka for the Czech Republic. Important to get a good start to this meeting, Chris.
It is. It's a great psychological importance to make a good start. I think we saw that in Sheffield with the Brits. You know, they came out focused, made an excellent start to the meeting, and unfortunately for that joker, they almost carried it right through.
Let's hope the Brits can be great tonight. Will it be Great Britain? That man is Gary Havelock, and looking forward to a big start here. Heat number 1 of the Speedway World Cup race-off here at the showground. And the rider in yellow and black, Nicky Pedersen's made a good start. Sad to say that Team Great Britain's Gary Havelock, though, is at the back. And the leader then at this stage is Nicky Pedersen for Denmark. Billy Hamill of America is battling with him. And the rider in the white helmet cover for Finland there, Kai Laukkanen, is currently 3rd, with Gary Havelock battling through past Thomas Topinka into 4th place. There's a battle at the back here, and Happy really just messed the start up there, Chris.
Yeah, he did. You know, perhaps it's his psychological thing. He came off the middle of the grid, which when you've got guys either side of you into a narrow first corner, really, it's always going to be difficult. But, you know, we've got Nicky Pedersen out in front. Billy Hamill's chasing him all the way, but Nicky's starting to look comfortable now.
Certainly Nicky Pedersen, a top performer, a Grand Prix rider, of course, rides not too far away from here at Kings Lynn in the Sky Sports Elite League. We're moving into the last lap here. The riders are pretty much spread out. It looks as though this is the way the result will stay in race number 1. It's a dream start for Denmark. Nicky Pedersen looking very stylish on the East of England Showground track. Nicky Pedersen takes the victory, with Billy Hamill taking 2nd place for America. Remember, it is, of course, 4 points for the race win. 3 for 2nd, 2 for 3rd, 1 for 4th, and nothing for finishing last here this evening, of course. So an interesting start to the meeting for sure. Thankfully, no major dramas in the first turn. Nicky Pedersen punches the air with delight there after a fine victory in heat number 1. The result for Nicky Pedersen Second, Billy Hamill of the United States. Kai Laukkonen third for Finland. Gary Havelock fourth for Great Britain. No points for the Czech Republic. Thomas Stopinka. So after one race here this evening, Denmark 4, USA 3, Finland 2, Great Britain 1, and the Czech Republic yet to trouble the scorers here at the East of England showground. Chris Louis.
Yeah, looking at it from the start, you see the style there of Billy Hamill. He's a very stylish rider. He works that bike very, very hard, and I thought perhaps he'd make more of gate one, of being off the inside, 5-man races, but he's got Nicky Pedersen out in front of him, made a very good start from the middle of the pack. Not easy. It's a psychological thing, as I said, and seemed to affect Gary. He seemed to shut off going into that first corner, didn't really want to be a part of that action, but you can see going down the back straight, Billy's just tucked on the inside of Nicky Pedersen, looking for the inside drive. There's still dirt on the inside, and you know, there's a bit of a home secret here at Peterborough. The guys tend to touch their front wheels across the grass going into that corner, which Billy didn't quite do there, but I'm sure they're going to be looking at it later on.
Great stuff from Nicky Pedersen, and he's in the pits with Jonathan Green.
Well, as you can see, in fact, actually, he's still talking to his rider. If we can wait just a couple of seconds, then I can have a quick word with him. Nicky, real quick, you talked to your rider. What did you say? You've been out there, you've seen the track, and you obviously rode very well, but what have you just said?
I told him there wasn't that much grip as we thought it would have been in the start, and I actually knew that, so I made a really, really good start. And sometimes here it has to be inside right on the line in the first race. And it worked the first lap, but then I had to move out and move out and move out.
So the grip isn't on the inside as you expected?
It is a little bit, but it's a little bit tricky into the corner. That's why you can't hold it right on the line. So I felt it better to go a little bit wider into the corner.
Thanks, Nicky. Well, listen, Nigel, this looks so a slightly different condition than it was in practice. Back to you.
Thanks very much indeed, Jonathan. Yes, heat number 2 is here, and important now for Joe Screen to really make a good start for Great Britain to try and make up that ground. Britain have to stay in contention, have to keep up the pressure, because they will be disappointed there after one race, Chris.
Yeah, they will. It wasn't the start that they were looking for, definitely. But Screeny, I've seen him round Peterborough Circuit this year, and he looked very fast. So, you know, I'm hoping he's got an inside gate, and he's going to be looking to make a good start, get his nose out in front, so he can be in front of the traffic at that first turn.
Alice Trimmel goes off the inside for the Czech Republic. Joe Screen, gate 2 for Great Britain. Tomi Raymer for Finland off gate 3. Charlie Gida for Denmark, gate 4. Greg Hancock goes off the outside in green. The 1997 world champion Greg Hancock. And really, Joe Screen will be looking to make the start off gate number 2 here. That man is Alice Trimmel of the Czech Republic. He thought that perhaps his chance had gone after the rain-affected meeting at Sheffield on Sunday, but they got enough points to get through as one of the highest-scoring third-place teams. There is Joe Screen, the Screen machine, riding for Eastbourne this season, but he has had some good meetings, as Chris says, around the showground. Race number 2 is here then in the Speedway World Cup race-off, and plenty of nerves at the start. Joe Screen is squeezed up by Alice Trimmel, and Screen will have second place at the moment, but comes round the outside. Greg Hancock, fine ride from the American Greg Hancock there, who's dived around the outside, got some grip, past Alice Trimmel down the back straight. Now we have Greg Hancock ahead, Alice Trimmel second, Joe Screen third. The Dane Charlie Gida is fourth, and at the back at the moment is Tomi Raymer. Screeny's having a go here though, Chris.
He's having a go, yeah. Greg Hancock certainly showed his intentions around that first corner. Didn't think there'd be the grip out there for him just yet, but he certainly got his bike driving. But we've got Alice Trimmel keep looking up the inside. Greg's not going away from him at the moment, and Joe Screen just about hanging on to them.
We thought these Czechs would be dangerous, Chris, didn't we? Because we know that they're very capable of doing oh so well on the bigger tracks. They wind that throttle open, and Alice Trimmel is pressurising Greg Hancock here. No easy ride for Hancock. He, of course, used to ride for Cradley Heath and for Coventry in the Elite League. We might see him back in the Elite League next season, who knows? But Greg Hancock is there for the victory for the US, and Alice Trimmel takes the second place. Joe Screen third. The Dane Charlie Gida is fourth, and Tony Raymer from Finland at the back. So it's a pretty good start for America. They'll be happy so far with a first and a second so far here this evening, of course. Great Britain with a little bit of work to do so far after just a couple of races here tonight. Let's confirm the official result. Greg Hancock, 4 points for the US. Alice Trimmel, Czech Republic, 3 points. Great Britain, 2 points through Joe Screen. Denmark have a point through Charlie Gida. And Tomi Raymer of Finland fails to score there. The progressive totals after 2 races, US 7, Denmark 5, Czech Republic and Great Britain are level on 3 each. Finland 2, remember, only the top 2 go through to the World Cup final here on Saturday.
We'll take a look at Greg Hancock. He's on the outside of the start line here. Doesn't make the best of starts, almost gets across, and then the guys from the inside, Alice Trimmel, he's perhaps was thinking of moving over, decided to stay on the grass, which I think was possibly his mistake. He's allowed Greg Hancock a good run around the outside, stretching it out as they go into that corner, and just gets his nose in front. Fantastic first turn from Greg there, really. We can have a little look from behind here. Is this where he overtakes him going into that bottom corner? Just stretches out and pulls it into the corner and got his nose in front. And I don't think, you know, Alice was always up against it after that.
Chris, certainly the track looks a little bit slick here. I understand that in practice it was rather deep, but here in the main meeting here tonight, it seems a little bit slick. Is that going to change the way of thinking, do you think?
Certainly the track has been a bit of a bone of contention before the meeting even got going tonight. I know the track was quite grippy for practice earlier in the day, and all the dirt seems to have been packed in hard, and I think, you know, that's going to suit the Danish and possibly the Czech riders. I know Team Great Britain weren't too happy with track conditions, but they've just got to get out there, change their setups. They were certainly quick in practice. Maybe not so quick now, but I'm sure they're going to find a setup and get out there.
It's certainly smooth, slick, it's very, very fast. Perhaps not suited as best to Team Great Britain, but it's the same for everyone, as they say, isn't it, Chris? And they have to go for it.
It is the same for everyone, and they have got to go for it. Interestingly enough, actually looking at the engine setups down there in pit lane, the Czech Republic is a Jar engine from Czechia, and they're all on Jar engines. And these big tracks can suit the Jar engines. They've got a lot of power, a lot of speed.
Line up then, Bo Brell off the inside for the Czech Republic in red, Ryan Fisher for the USA, gate 2 in green, Hans Andersen, gate 3 in yellow for the Danes, Sean Wilson of Great Britain off gate 4 in blue, and Kauko Nieminen off gate 5. Seems strange saying gate 5, the outside Kauko Nieminen in white for Finland. That is Sean Wilson of Team Great Britain. Sean Wilson looking to make a big, big impact. He thought his World Cup might have been over after that meeting at Sheffield when he was brought in as the home track specialist, but injuries to Mark Laram and Scotty Nichols, and we wish the boys well for a speedy recovery, both Mark and Scott. Well, Sean's got his chance again tonight. Can Sean do it off gate number 4 here in heat number 3? Remember, we have at the moment the USA and Denmark looking good on 5 points apiece, and Sean Wilson hasn't made the start. He's at the back here in heat number 3. This is not the start that Great Britain wanted in the opening 3 races here. The leader is Bo Brell, who had a spell here at the East of England showground with Peterborough earlier in the season. Sean Wilson's gone wide at the back. He's going to try and battle his way around Kauko Nieminen. He's succeeded in doing that. He's picked him up. Nieminen will keep him wound on. Wilson will battle for that 4th place. Every point could prove crucial, but Bo Brell has the lead here, Chris.
Yeah, as I was saying, unfortunately, just before that race, this track could suit the Jar engines, the Czech-made Jar engines, and we've got to check out in front Bo Brell, and he's looking quite quick. He's a track expert around Peterborough too. He loves these big open circuits. Unfortunately for us at the moment, we've got Sean Wilson struggling a little bit, and interestingly enough, I think it's Ryan Fisher out there. It looks like he's on Sam Ermolenko's bike, so Sam's playing a big part tonight.
Certainly heat number 3 then is going the way of the Czech Republic, Bo Brell, and well, no major surprise really, because we know they're very capable on these big tracks. Bo Brell, the former Peterborough man, is there with Ryan Fisher. He'll be delighted. That is a great result for America. Ryan Fisher there, and Hans Andersen for Denmark. That is the top 3, with Sean Wilson getting 4th place and a point there. So a very impressive ride by Bo Brell, the former Kings Lynn rider. As we say, had a very short spell here at the East of England showground with Peterborough earlier on this season when they had 1 or 2 injury problems. And he's gone on and won heat number 3 for the Czech Republic. Bo Brell the winner then. Ryan Fisher gets 3 points for America. Hans Andersen of Denmark then gets 2 points. 1 for Sean Wilson and nothing for Kauko Nieminen. And the latest score then here, remember, only the top 2 go straight to the final. USA 10, Denmark and the Czech Republic have 7. Great Britain 3 points behind the target at the moment. 4. Finland have just 2 points. Not a good start for Sean Wilson there.
Not a great start. No, I think we're seeing what happens when you get 5 riders in a race. They all seem to bunch up going into that first turn, and it's Sean that's had to miss out. He's back the throttle off at the back. He's looking to the outside, perhaps a little early on in the meeting for that. Bo Brell, he's made a fantastic start off gate 1, and he's already moved out at least midway to the track, which is quite early for that too, but it's making his bike work. You can see there, front wheel coming up in the air. Got to turn a little bit harder than he wants to now, right up against the fence. You can see Sean Wilson was going for his tear-offs there, a little bit filled in around that first corner. We're taking a look now at Sean Wilson as he comes into this bottom corner. He's weighing things up. He's very wide. I mean, this is very early on in the meeting to be out there, but this is his style. You know, he's got those low handlebars. He sits back on the bike, and he's coming into this corner. I think possibly this is where he makes his overtaking manoeuvre. You can see he's going around the finish line. He's all action style. He's ducking down behind those handlebars, and this is what we're going to see from Sean Wilson. We just need to see better starts.
Plenty of determination from Sean Wilson then, but Team Great Britain not off to the best of starts here this evening. So far, we see the team in green, of course, the USA, doing well. And that man is Brent Werner, the rider who's currently performing for Rye House in the Premier League, Brent Werner. And doing pretty well for the Rockets as well. Certainly we need Carl Stonehewer to do something here, Chris.
We're at that point in the meeting now. We've had a few races. The boys are all starting to get a look at the track, and we certainly need something from Carl Stonehewer. You know, he's going to be getting a bit of information from the lads, and this is where we need to start making our improvements.
Fingers crossed then for Stoney off gate 1 in blue for Great Britain. Brett Werner gate 2 in green for the USA. Ronnie Pedersen, former Peterborough rider, gate 3 in yellow and black. Watch for him. Lucas Trimmel, who did well in the World Under-21 final here last year. He's in red off gate 4. And Jonas Kilmakorpi for Finland off the outside in white. Every race is a tough one here. But Stoney for Great Britain will be looking for a good start off the inside here. Come on, Carl, is the cheer from the fans here. He's made a good start, Carl Stonehewer. And that is a brilliant start. Carl Stonehewer takes the lead. But he still knows that he's got tigers on his tail because the rest of the boys will be chasing hard after him. Lucas Trimmel has that second place. And looking at the rider in white, that is a fine ride from Kilmakorpi for Finland. There's some breathtaking action here, but this is just what the doctor ordered for the Great Britain side, Chris.
This is exactly what we wanted to see. Carl Stonehewer's made a fantastic start off gate 1. He's out in front, looking plenty fast enough. And we've got some action coming up now with Jonas Kilmakorpi. I think he's just about to move into second place. No, he's gone a little bit wide in that corner, but this guy's really flying for Ipswich at the moment. Here he comes up the inside. He's having another look. He's up against some tough opposition with Lucas Trimmel, though. He's doing very well to get past him.
It's a good race, this one. There's no doubt about it. Heat number 4, Carl Stonehewer has the lead, and, well, Great Britain will be proud of Carl Stonehewer. Stoney's such a popular rider with Workington Comets in the Premier League, but he's such a popular rider everywhere he goes, of course. He really has been a star over the last 3 or 4 years. Stoney's the man for Great Britain. Carl Stonehewer is there. The home fans are going absolutely crazy. They are delighted because that has got Great Britain back into it after a bit of a slow start here this evening. Carl Stonehewer has certainly delivered the goods for Great Britain there with a fine ride. Making the start off the inside. He's going to come round and milk the applause. Look at all those fans on the 3rd and 4th turn. They're absolutely delighted. We'll confirm the official result for you. But Carl Stonehewer is the man as he takes the applause of the Peterborough public here at the East of England Showground. And fans travelling from all over the place here tonight as well. Big turnout. Good to see. Great atmosphere. Stoney delivers the goods for Great Britain. 4 points for him. Czech Republic, 3 points for Lucas Trimmel, 2 points for Jonas Kilmakorpi. Ronnie Pedersen gets a point, nothing at all for the US through Brent Werder. That means that the progressive totals now, Czech Republic 10, United States 10, Denmark and Great Britain on 8, Finland on 4. Chris, we said this meeting was going to be tight, and it's certainly shaping up to be a very tight meeting tonight.
Yeah, it's shaping up to be tight. It's going to go right down to the wire, this one. Taking a little look at the start, Carl Stonehewer makes perfect use of gate 1. This is what the boys have got to do. Those inside gates with 5-man races are going to be so important. There's a huge psychological advantage. We can have a look at Carl again. Just dipping that clutch. He's just getting the perfect traction from the bike. You can see he's using plenty of throttle control. He's got over the top of it. Clear air. He's out in front, looking good.
Brilliant ride from Carl Stonehewer, and he's in the pits with our man, Jonathan Green.
Yeah, we're used to shouting Carl on Sky Sports. That was Carl Fogarty, and I just wonder if Carl Stonehewer can do the same sort of thing as I go tripping into him and almost take him out. Brilliant, fantastic start, well done.
Cheers, yeah, I just had a good start off gate 1 there, you know, it's just a little bit damper than the rest of them, all the way to the corner, and I knew if I held it on, you know, give it enough revs at the start. I know my bike's strong enough to pull me there, and it did do.
Looks as though early on we've been caught out slightly by the change of conditions from practice.
Yeah, it's so slick, you know, like today we was struggling a little bit at practice. It was very patchy, a lot more dirt on it. Anyway, they put more dirt on it, but they just seem to have tyre packed it all bloody afternoon, so it's so slick, it's not set up for us really.
Well done. Let's see if Lee Richardson can do the same thing. Back to you, Nigel.
Yes, Lee Richardson will go off the outside. The gate positions, Bjarne Pedersen off the inside for Denmark. Tony Salmela for Finland off gate 2. Tony Kasper, gate 3 in the Czech Republic. Billy Gennaro off gate 4 for the USA. Lee Richardson off the outside. This is perhaps the best time of the night to be going off the outside gate. Can Lee Richardson do it, Chris?
I'm sure he can. He's a track specialist and he goes pretty quick round here. Let's hope so.
So heat number 5, the bikes roar. Lee Richardson makes the start. It's going to be tight in the first turn. Richardson is going to go wide. There's no doubt about the leaders at this stage, but Lee Richardson has come round for second place. What a ride that is from Lee Richardson. Great lead here for the rider at the moment representing the Danes here. That is, of course, Bjarne Pedersen. But Lee Richardson has gone into the lead. Look at that for a ride. Pedersen will return the compliment. What a race we've got on here, Chris.
It's all action here. I was talking to Lee Richardson before this event got going, and the kid was so focused. He really on some Great Britain success here, and he's riding fantastic, as he was at Sheffield, and I'm sure he's going to be coming back at Bjarne Pedersen shortly.
This race isn't over yet. Lee Richardson is going to try everything. He's going to go high and wide into the dirt. Pedersen holds the inside. Not quite enough drive for Lee Richardson. He'll try the inside this time. It's like mind games. They try the outside, they try the inside. Bjarne Pedersen's riding well for Denmark here. One last gas dive for Lee Richardson. He's going high into the dirt. It's going to go down to the wire, but it looks like Bjarne Pedersen is going to be a party pooper here. Battle for third as well. That was a good effort between the Czech Republic's Tony Kasper and Billy Gennaro for the USA, but we're all focused on the front there. Lee Richardson didn't get the best of starts, but well, what a ride from Bjarne Pedersen there. Good ride from him, taking the checkered flag. Lee Richardson gets that second place. Very, very close there. Looks to me as though the man in red just about got it, with Billy Gennaro getting a point for the USA. But that really was a good race. Big crowd enjoying themselves here at the showground. Some good racing. This meeting, you do get the feeling that it is going to go down to the wire tonight. It could well be that close. It could be tense and nervous towards the final stages as we build up to the World Cup final here at the showground on Saturday. Bjarne Pedersen the winner, 4 points for Denmark. Great Britain 3, Czech Republic 2 points, Tony Kasper. Billy Gennaro third, a point for the USA. The progressive totals then, we now have 12 points for the Czech Republic, 12 for Denmark, Great Britain have 11, USA have 11, Finland have 4, and it doesn't get much closer than that, Chris.
No, it doesn't. It's all very, very close, and that's going to go right back to the end of the meeting, I think. But you can see Lee Richardson there, plenty of clutch control. He's trying to get that front wheel back down on the ground. He's out there on the high and wide line. He's come from gate 5. That's a long way out here at Peterborough, and especially when you've got 4 guys on the inside here. He's just letting that bike run. He's out in the dirt. He's looking over to the inside. Is anybody going to move over? You can see he's loaded dirt there, filling him in front of his bike, his goggles. Beautiful move. He turns back up the inside of Gennaro there in green, and lining himself up for that typical classic Peterborough move. He's right on the inside. You can just see Bjarne Pedersen's just beating him to the corner there, which is a little bit unfortunate for Lee, but he comes back at him later on.
We are seeing some great speedway in the early stages of this meeting. Look at the fans enjoying themselves here at the East of England Showground tonight. Hope you're enjoying it as well. There's plenty more to come in a few moments' time.
So what brings you to California, Axel? I'm looking for a killer. In Beverly Hills? No, Wonderworld.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Wonderworld.
Wonderworld? It's a place of childhood innocence and fun.
Turn that lousy song off!
Beverly Hills Cop 3, tomorrow, 9 o'clock, Sky 1.
Are you watching, Grandad?
I am.
Hey, Grandad, look what I got for my birthday. It's an intergalactic Space Ranger watch.
Oh.
Hey, what does yours do?
Oh. Well, it's a kind of panic button. And if I was to press that, my phone would ring your mother and let her know that I need help. It is also a direct link to Captain Todd from the planet Quackle.
Where's Planet Quackle?
Oh, the planet
BT, bringing people peace of mind. If you're looking for a great late holiday bargain, Sky Travel has the new way to find a last-minute deal to all your favorite destinations. As we won't be beaten on price, these deals won't hang around for long. And with new deals arriving every minute, you're sure to find the holiday for you.
Late Deals live every Thursday night, only on Sky Travel.
It's everything we build it to be. Look at that after 5 races. The Czech Republic, 12 points. Denmark, 12 points. Great Britain and the United States, 11 points. Finland are at the back, but that wasn't unexpected. Welcome back to our live studio here at Trackside at the East of England Showground. And gentlemen, well, first of all, if I can come to you, Kelvin, a sigh of relief perhaps?
Yeah, absolutely. When we saw, well, the first 3 heats didn't look too promising for us at all. I think the gate positions had something to say about that. But certainly when Carl Stonehewer came out, had gate 1, desperate for points in that race, and he went out and won a very important race for us at that time.
The opposite for Sam, of course. The Americans came out great, but faded already.
Yeah, difficult. Oh, all right, put me down hard. Just difficult for the boys, you know. It's
very difficult.
The experience isn't really there for them. But
let me tell you, it's going to get more difficult because Great Britain have got the 3 inside gates for the next 3 heats. Let's get back to the trackside commentators. Chris Louis, who I know is going to be revving up in there, and Nigel Pearson, of course. Nigel.
Yes, it's very close, very tight, but just as we expected. Chris, is that fair comment?
Yeah, it is fair comment. I see Sam's getting a lot of stick down there. Go on, lads, keep it up. You know, because I think those American guys are going to hang in there right to the end, as are probably all of the teams, maybe bar Finland. I think perhaps they're a little bit out of their depth there, but this is going right to the end.
I mean, the Czechs as well, they've got so much experience on the big tracks, haven't they? And you look down the side, and Topinka, the 2 dribbles, Brell and Casper, they can all fly around here, can't they?
They can, and they're all hugely experienced in England. These, you know, this type of conditions, and this track is certainly going to suit them right down to the ground.
So let's take a look across the gate positions for heat number 6. Lee Richardson of Great Britain off the inside in blue. Greg Hancock of gate 2 in green for the USA. Finland's Jonas Kilmakorpi, gate 3 in white. Gate 4 for the Czech Republic in red. Thomas Topinka. Hans Andersen of Denmark off the outside in yellow and black helmet cover. So heat number 6, level at 12 points apiece between the Czech Republic and Denmark. Then we have Great Britain and USA on 11 each, with Finland on 4 points. Remember, the top 2 tonight go through to the World Cup final here at Peterborough on Saturday. That meeting getting underway at 7 o'clock. And, well, I want to see you down here and getting right behind your side on Saturday night in the World Cup final to create a great atmosphere. The Speedway World Cup being such a big success this week throughout the UK, of course. And we're up to heat number 6 now of the race-off here at Peterborough. It's last chance saloon for these sides tonight, remember. And they're off and running for heat number 6. Lee Richardson and Greg Hancock off the inside. Hancock has made a great start for the USA, as you would expect from a rider of his quality. Lee Richardson is under a lot of pressure here, though, from the man in yellow and black. That's Hans Andersen. Lee Richardson perhaps might have to settle for second place here, but Hans Andersen's all over him. And Greg Hancock, a very accomplished ride. Greg showing what a world-class rider he truly is, Chris.
He is, yeah. He had a slightly indifferent, difficult start to the season. I think he missed the British League racing, but certainly right now he's showing his class, as he has done in the last few GPs. He's got Lee Richardson on his tail, knows this track very well, enjoys riding this track, and Lee can have some quick engines. So I think Greg's looking a little bit concerned about him right now. He keeps looking behind, keeping an eye on him.
Former Coventry teammates Greg Hancock and Lee Richardson, and just look at this. Lee Richardson hooks the inside line as we go into the final lap here. Can the Great Britain rider do it here? But Greg Hancock has ridden well, to give him credit. Rider of vast experience and knowledge. He's blocked out the challenge. It's all about the 2 riders up front. Greg Hancock is going to be there for the USA. Lee Richardson for Great Britain, and a fine ride as well from the Finn Jonas Kilmakorpi, blocking out the challenge of Thomas Topinka there as well. 5 riders in a race, it can get confusing at times trying to keep in touch with all the riders, but my word, Greg Hancock and Lee Richardson enjoyed a real battle there, and Hancock punches the air with delight, quite rightly so, because he rode superbly there, and that's 2 wins out of 2 for Greg Hancock. I think many people expected Greg and Billy Hamill to try and keep the USA flag flying here this evening. To be fair, they've not done a bad job so far. There's the result, as you can see. The latest score, USA 15, Great Britain 14. They move into second place. Czech Republic 13, Denmark 12, and Finland have 6 points.
Important race, this one. You can see Lee Richardson concentrating on the start. He knows he's got gate 1. He's got to make most of it. Unfortunately for him, Greg Hancock has got across him, got some fresh air. He's out in front. Lee picking up a little bit more traction than he anticipated in that first turn. And it's all getting tight going into that bottom corner, but Lee Richardson's hanging on in there. You can see Lee here leaning off the bike. You can see Greg Hancock, very stylish rider, always smooth. Never looks like he's in trouble, but he knew he had a tiger on his tail here.
So, good stuff there, and Lee Richardson is down in the pits with our man, Jonathan Green.
Yeah, he just came off and took his helmet off. He looked a little bit disappointed, but you're riding great out there, Lee. Why are you looking so down?
Well, I want to get through as much as the rest of the English boys, and we got a good spirit in the camp here, and we're all fired up, but we're not making starts, and the track's quite slick. It's a lot different to what was in practice, so it's quite tough.
I've noticed that you were trying up the inside there, and on the previous seat you were going around the outside. Where are you getting most of the grip?
I think, to be honest, the most of the grip's around the inside. It's dirt so far, and it's quite powdery, so it's quite hard to get grip off it, and you've got to make the start and just get right on the curb. And I was trying to run Greg in quite hard there, but he wasn't having none of it.
You're going to start enjoying it if you make your starts.
That's it now. I'm just going to set the bike up to come out at the start and try and make everyone and give the viewers something they will cheer for.
Thanks, Lee. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Jonathan. Yes, Lee Richardson has nothing to be ashamed of. He's done a great job so far. 6 points from 2 rides, 2 second places, very consistent. Heat number 7 is next then, with Gary Havelock, the Great Britain rider, of course. He goes off the inside in blue. Ronnie Pedersen, gate 2 in yellow and black. Ryan Fisher, gate 3 green for the USA. Alice Trimble, gate 4 in red for the Czech Republic. And Finland's Tony Salmela on the outside in white. So Gary Havelock, the Team Great Britain skipper, certainly an inspirational skipper at that as well. I think all you guys in the British camp respect Javi, don't you, Chris?
He's a fantastic skipper. You know, whether he's having a good meeting himself or not, he can keep the guys in, but he's got to be sharp off gate 1 with Ronnie Pedersen beside him.
So can Gary Havelock make the start here in heat number 7 off the inside here at the East of England Showdown? He can, and Ronnie Pedersen's ready to go. Oh, disaster for Britain! Gary Havelock has gone with bike problems. Ryan Fisher, the American, has gone down as well, but it looks as though the race will continue, and Gary Havelock's chain has come off, and that really is disaster for Javi. But no doubt about the race leader here, Alice Trimble, who rides for the Oxford Cheetahs in the elite lead, of course. He has the lead. Denmark's Ronnie Pedersen has that second place at the moment, and white is Tony Salmela for Finland. They're going to pick up some unexpected points here. Disaster for Javi, Chris.
These things can happen in Speedway. Unbelievably bad luck for Javi. I think he's probably broken the primary chain, but he's left Alice Trimble out in front, and just look at the lead he's got. There was a bit of a melee in the first turn. It's given him a lot of fresh air out front.
Alice Trimble certainly doing the business for the Czech Republic tonight. As we say, the Oxford rider, who we've seen have some good meetings around the showground for Oxford down the last couple of seasons, that's for sure. And he's going to go around and take 4 crucial points for the Czech Republic here in heat number 7. It is Alice Trimble. He takes the 4 points for the Czech Republic. Ronnie Pedersen will take 3 for Denmark. And Tony Salmela will get a couple for Finland, 1 for the USA, none at all for Great Britain. Gary Havelock retiring with that drop chain, and Javi will be absolutely gutted with that. We'll be wondering what might have been there. Had a good gate position, didn't happen though, and unfortunately Great Britain will let their lead slip here. That's Gary Havelock's machine. You can see the chain there dislodged, and just such cruel luck. And as Chris Louis quite rightly said, these things can happen in Speedway. Let's confirm the result for heat number 7. Alice Trimble, 4 points for the Czech Republic. Ronnie Pedersen of Denmark, 3 for them. Tony Salmela for Finland, 2 points. United States, 1 point for Ryan Fisher, none at all for Great Britain. And this now is how it stands after 7 races. Czech Republic 17, USA 16, Denmark 15, Great Britain 14, Finland at 8. It's all very close in this race-off. And I suppose the only consolation is, Chris, there's plenty of time left.
Yeah, there's plenty of time, plenty of heats to go. We're looking at the hugely unfortunate Gary Havelock. Just grabbed a handful of clutch to control the front wheel, keep it down on the ground. This is, you can see the sparks out the bottom of the screen there. He's lost a rear chain, that's what's happened, and he's going to be absolutely devastated. Absolutely devastated.
Yeah, commiserations to Gary Havelock, and he's down in the pits with Jonathan Green.
Gary, you must be bitterly disappointed. What happened?
The back chain came off.
Simple as that?
Yeah.
There's plenty of time yet, though. That's the point, isn't it? It is still close.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
It's not been the greatest of starts, though, but that's when you guys get gritty, isn't it?
Well, yeah, we're up against it right from the start, you know. We got rides out injured. We're riding in our home country. You'd think, you know, we get a bit of favouritism. We asked them. They asked us how we wanted the track, and we told them, and they made it completely opposite. So we're always up against it, yeah.
All right, well, fair enough, and best of luck in the next one. And Nigel, you're right, the controversy about the track continues.
There you go, and you can always rely on Javi for an interesting quote or two, can't you, Chris? The latest score there, look, Czech Republic 17, USA 16, Denmark 15, Great Britain 14, Finland 8, and Javi at his outspoken best there.
He's always outspoken. He'll only say what he thinks, and you know, I have to 100% agree with him. We're in Great Britain. We want to see something to our advantage, and you know, that's that's Great Britain for you.
Certainly, if it was a cricket pitch, I do get the feeling that it would be doctored, but that's another story. Joe Screen off the inside, Bo Brell, Bjarne Pedersen, Bren Werner, Kai Laukkanen across the gate. The grid positions then for heat number 8. As we look towards Joe Screen there, the man in blue, first time out, got 2 points. He's off the inside. He'll be looking to make up for Javi's disappointment in the last one. Nothing he can do about the mechanical gremlins which struck Javi there, but there's a great team spirit in this Great Britain camp. And certainly Joe Screen will be looking for the victory here in heat number 8. Can he do it? He moves at the start, and he's got the start on the inside. He's done them well. He's got a comfortable lead here, and Joe Screen will kick on down the back straight. Denmark's representative, Bjarne Pedersen, though, is not finished yet. Pedersen's going to go around the outside. Pedersen is going to try and get around Joe Screen, but Screen, he's got plenty of experience. He knows what he's doing, Chris Louis.
Yeah, he does. Lovely start from Joe. He had that front wheel right over the grass, typical Peterborough move, and maybe he's not quite as quick as Bjarne Pedersen behind him, but he's got a lot of track craft, and I'm sure he's going to keep him back. But you can see Bjarne Pedersen's having another look up the inside. It's all getting very, very tight at the front.
We've still got a real race on here at the front, and plenty of crucial points at the back to be fought for as well. But Great Britain's Joe Screen flying the flag for the home nation here. Bjarne Pedersen will come again with another challenge. Screen will try and close the door. Bjarne Pedersen for Denmark. How has he managed that? He has passed Joe Screen. He's picked him off, and the former Newcastle man, now the Pool Pirates, is showing what an improved rider he is. And Bjarne Pedersen is there. Full credit to him. Takes the checker flag. Close finish for third. Close finish for third. But Bjarne Pedersen was there with a great ride. You have to give him credit for that. 4 points to him. Definitely 3 points for Team Great Britain through Joe Screen. But Bjarne Pedersen, 2 straight wins. Perhaps a bit of a surprise there. We'd look here for the third place. And, oh, doesn't get much closer than that. The USA, in our opinion, have just about got there. And crucially, the Czech Republic at the back there as well. Heat number 8, the result will be confirmed very shortly indeed. But Bjarne Pedersen deserves a lot of credit there for a fantastic ride. Made the move to the Elite League in England with Poole this season after switching from Newcastle. I saw him have a terrible crash in Jesper Olsen's testimonial not so long ago, but good to see he's fully fit there. Great ride from Bjarne Pedersen, battling his way past Joe Screen. 3 points for Great Britain. Brent Werner, 2 points for the US. Kai Laukkanen, 1 for Finland, and nothing at all for the Czech Republic. And look at this now, another dramatic twist to the scoreline. Denmark are the leaders on 19, remember 4 points for a win. US have 18, Czech Republic and Great Britain have 17 points apiece. Finland have 9, and still nothing's happened to convince me otherwise that this is going to go down to the wire tonight.
You're absolutely right there. Joe Screen off the start. If you watch as they enter the first corner, he uses the grass completely. The rule in Speedway is you can have your front wheel over the grass, but you mustn't have both wheels. You can see here, look, Joe's got that front wheel right on the grass there. He's now moving over. He's out in front by a long way, probably confident that he can win this race from there, but I'm sure Bjarne Pedersen certainly was having other thoughts. You can see here that he's way out wide. He's making a lovely run down the outside, and this is the vital point. Keeps those wheels in line.
Great ride from Bjarne Pedersen. He's with Jonathan Green.
Yeah, real quick, Bjarne. Great ride. How did you get around the outside?
I don't know, I let the bike run out in the dirt, and the bike looked really good to set up. It's really good, so I'm pleased with that.
Well done again, and the Danes are finding dirt somewhere. Back to you.
Yeah, the action's fast and furious here. Heat number 9, then Lucas Drimmel gets the inside now for Czech Republic on the inside in red. That's a good advantage for him. USA's Billy Gennaro for the USA, gate 2 in green. Nicky Pedersen of Denmark, watch out for him. Winner first time out, gate 3 in yellow. Tommy Raymer gets white for Finland off gate 4. And Sean Wilson is off the outside for Great Britain. It's going to need a really fast gate from Sean here, Chris.
Yeah, we didn't probably take great advantage of having those inside gates, and now we've got a run of outside gates, so it's going to be tough for us for a few races. But Sean loves nothing better than to be way out wide on the outside. He's going to have that leg back and head down.
Certainly is, but Nicky Pedersen, of course, the man who opened the meeting with victory for Denmark, he's off the middle here, the middle gate position, if you like. That is Sean Wilson, the British Bulldog for Great Britain off the outside. Sean this time has made a better start than he did last time. He's been squeezed out in the first turn. He's going to try and battle through for third place here. It really is a battle royal, and no doubt about the race leader again, Lucas Drimmel. Fine ride from Lucas Drimmel. I doubt whether he's going to be beaten. Oh, and Sean Wilson and Billy Gennaro and Nicky Pedersen involved in a 3-man battle, and it's really getting tough and tense out there, Chris.
It's hotting up out there now. We've got Lucas Drimmel. He's looking very quick out front. He's got a fairly big lead. Interesting enough, Billy Gennaro is also on Sam Emelianenko's equipment, so Sam certainly not riding but playing a big part here. He's got Nicky Pedersen on his tail, and even Sean's having a look now.
That's right, it's very close for that second, third and fourth here, but Lucas Drimmel is pulling well clear for the Czech Republic, getting them back into the situation here after their last place. It really is hit and miss this meeting, so unpredictable. possible. But second place at the moment, Billy Gennaro of the US. We thought he might be a weak link. Nicky Pedersen's just about to pass him. He's done exactly that, and that could prove to be crucial and decisive in the final analysis here at the showground tonight. Sean Wilson will have a go on Gennaro, but Lucas Trimmel takes the checkered flag for the Czech Republic. Fine ride from him. Nicky Pedersen, a crucial second place there. Worked his socks off there to get past Billy Gennaro. And third place was Gennaro with Sean Wilson at third. The official result to be confirmed very shortly indeed, but Lucas Trimmel is delighted with that. A fine ride from the Czech Republic rider. He wins it, 4 points for Lucas Trimmel. Nicky Pedersen second with 3 points for Denmark. Billy Gennaro third, 2 points. Sean Wilson of Great Britain gets a point. Nothing at all for Tony Raymer for Finland. Here's the latest score, and it's still very close. Denmark 22, Czech Republic now on 21, United States 20, Great Britain 18, Finland have 9, and what a race that was again in heat number 9.
Picture there of Sean Wilson. He's come off the wide outside gate 5. It's really not going to be good, I don't think, later on in the meeting. But picture there, Billy Gennaro comes into the scene and actually moves him over quite hard. You can see there he's on Sam Malenko's equipment. These guys have been sharing their equipment around. They're just riding whatever suits them. It doesn't matter who owns the bike. Another little look at the start. Nicky Pedersen, he's in the middle there. That's not really a good starting position. He doesn't make a great start, but he certainly came through later on in the race. But Lucas Trimmel, he was so fast in this race. He made the perfect start, got out in the middle of the track and just looking so quick.
Chris, we thought that riders like Ryan Fisher and Billy Gennaro would be a weak link for the US, but it's been a real team effort for them so far, hasn't it? It
is a team effort for the USA. They've always been able to lift the, what you might say, the lesser experienced riders, and I know that in practice they were trying each other's bikes. They're quite happy that if they're happy with the bike you ride, it doesn't matter whose it is.
Another big race here then, and Carl Stone here is Great Britain's representative, but he's up against the 1996 world champion Billy the Bullet Hamill for the USA. That is Stoney, called into the Great Britain squad, of course, following the injuries to Mark Loram and Scotty Nichols. And, well, we look towards heat number 10 and the gate positions here in the race-off work ahead for Great Britain. Charlie Jeter off the inside, yellow and black for Denmark. Kauko Nieminen for Finland off gate 2 in white. Billy Hamill, gate 3 in green for the US. Tony Kasper for the Czech Republic, gate 4 in red. And Carl Stonehewer on the outside in blue for Great Britain. The outside gate position perhaps not too clever at the moment, Chris, is it?
No, I don't think it's going to be favourable. The track's quite dry, the dirt doesn't bind much. They've been worried about the weather. They've not put too much water on, and you know, gate 5 I think is going to be a disadvantage tonight. Big ride for Carl Stonehewer required here then. Did have a short spell with Peterborough back in the mid-90s here, Stoney, before moving on to Long Eaton, the old Long Eaton Invaders, sadly missed in British Speedway. And of course Sheffield, and now with Workington, where he's been for 4 seasons, a massive favourite. And he'll be a massive favourite here at the showground if he can do something here in heat number 10 for Great Britain. And problems for the Dane on the inside. Charlie Jeter has bike problems on the inside in this one. Billy Hamill has the lead, no problems at all for the US. Billy Hamill here, and now we've got a real battle for second, third and fourth. Stoney's at the back of it at the moment for Great Britain. Tony Kasper using all his experience, and it's a good ride as well from Kauko Nieminen. Stoney is just about to get underneath. Kauko Nieminen, Stonehewer comes again. Can Stonehewer get second place? What a ride from Stoney, Chris Louis. Stoney's out there battling. He's a real lion. He's going to keep going right to the finish. He's looking on the outside, he's looking on the inside, but we've got Billy Hamill out in front, so it's looking good for USA, but I'm sure Stoney's going to keep going right down to the end here.
And full credit to Tony Kasper here for the Czech Republic. Almost joined Peterborough last season until it fell through at the last minute. Billy Hamill is there for the US again. Kasper goes wide. Stonehewer holds mid-track. And well, with 1 lap to go now, Carl Stonehewer with a big effort needed here. Billy Hamill is freewheeling down the back straight, looking very confident, very assured. And Billy the Bullet Hamill is going to lead the US to victory here in heat number 10. And Carl Stonehewer trying absolutely everything. Tried to go around Tony Kasper, didn't quite manage it, and well, Charlie Jeter with bike problems. We saw him have problems the other night at Poole, and it wasn't his night that night. And well, Great Britain with Carl Stonehewer still fighting away. Problems there for Charlie Jeter, as we say, and a good ride from Billy Hamill for the US. Heat number 10, won by the 1996 world champion. 4 points for him. Tony Kasper, second, 3 points for the Czech Republic. Great Britain, 2 points for Stoney. Kauko Nieminen, a point for Finland, nothing for Denmark. How does it affect the overall totals then after 10 races here? Czech Republic have 24, US 24, Denmark 22, Great Britain 20, Finland have 10. Any 2 of the top 4 will ride in the World Cup final on Saturday, won't they, Chris?
Yeah, this is looking so tight. We're at the tail end of it at the moment, but plenty of races to go. Taking a look at Tony Casper and Billy Hamill in the frame there. Charlie Yeater's already gone out of the picture. He's been on that unlucky gate 1. It may be the best gate to have, but it seems to be unlucky at the moment. You can see Billy stretching that leg out. He's just using that to balance his body position on the bike, and he's looking good out in front. Taking a look here, we can see Charlie Yeater. He's revved the bike up. He's looking down. I don't know what sort of mechanical failure that is, but Denmark are going to be ruining that. Billy Hamill out in front, showing all his style.
Billy Hamill still one of the top riders in the world and still hoping to be world champion again in the not too distant future, that's for sure. Heat number 10 then, and they are the fans enjoying themselves here this evening. Fans really getting behind Great Britain. They have 20 points so far. And, well, one or two communications from the pits to the referee. That is the clerk of the course, Graham Reed. Wonder what he's got to say about it.
Well, I expect this to come. Hello?
Interesting comments then. Let's have a word with Jonathan Green in the pits. Perhaps he can shed some light on what's happening there.
Yeah, I'm right here, and obviously they're on the phone at the moment. Basically, the thing they're discussing is that there's a worry that if you're on the outside gate, you actually can't see when the green lights are on or not, and it's a bit of a problem at the moment. Obviously, they're having a bit of discussion. So if I wait for them to try and get off the phone, we'll try and have a quick chat. But at the moment, they're still chatting. But all sorts of drama going on. The faces of the Brits not too happy. Neil Middleditch is not looking happy at all. Obviously, the Brits not getting off to the start. I'll tell you who is looking really, really G'd up. It's the Czechs. The Czech Republic, the Alice brothers, Drummel brothers are looking really good. Alice and Lucas riding very well indeed. Still waiting for them to get off the phone. Ollie, what's the problem at the moment? What's the problem?
Oh, well, it's because he was on the outside, Carl Sternhew, and he says that he can't see the green light because it's a bit low on the starting area. So we're just checking that. I just wonder a bit because we've done 10 heats, but it could be a problem. It's not so big, so maybe it's a little bit low. It just does that little bit. But that's very, very sad for him. But we'll check what we can do, okay?
Okay, thanks. Well, as you heard it from the top man there, exactly that. It was Stoney that had the problem, and obviously he can't see all the lights, but that's what happens when they try 5 for the first time. Back to you.
So, 10 races gone here, the fans enjoying it, and we'll have more for you from the East of England Showground in the Speedway World Cup in a few moments.
The Premiership, Football League, Internationals, La Liga and Bundesliga, Conference Games, Schoolboy Internationals, Women's Football, FA Cup, Scottish Cup, Worthington Cup, Sky Sports, wall-to-wall football.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Check ignition and... Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who just wanna dance another word? The senoritas who can sway. Just wanna dance another word. Senoritas who... You hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear?
Once you've met the guru, you deserve pleasure. Love will never sound the same again.
Yes. Don't be afraid to try new things, huh?
The guru.
They're certainly enjoying the racing here at the East of England Showground in Peterborough for the final race-off for the World Cup final on Saturday. This is how it stands at the moment. It couldn't be closer. There's been 100 points allocated, and there are only 4 separating the top 4 teams of the 5. The Czech Republic are on 24 with the United States. Denmark and Great Britain 22 and 20. Finland looking at the moment like they're out of it with 10 points. That's how it shapes up after 10 races tonight already. You've got to say, how exciting has this been? I mean, the Brits are fighting back, the Americans are fighting back. Superb night so far.
Fantastic night so far. I really felt for Gary Havelock there. We had the inside start there and he had that chain brake coming off the start. That really did a bit of a killer blow, but Carl Stonehill has been riding immaculately so far, as has Lee Richardson. Joe Screen here, as we're seeing on screen, he had a good ride last time out off the inside. We need that momentum to keep coming.
Well, he's coming off the outside gate. It's a difficult gate to come off of, isn't it?
It is. It's even with 4 here, it's difficult to get across from the outside, and we are seeing that we saw Sean Wilson get balked halfway around the first corner when he came off gate 5. We do need a slice of luck, I think, coming from that position.
Well, let's see what Joe can make of it and what Chris Louis can, along with Nigel Pearson at trackside.
Yes, we're up to heat number 11, and another big effort needed here from the outside, and there's the lineup then with Kauko Nieminen off the inside. In white for Finland, gate 2 in red, it's Thomas Topinka for the Czech Republic, Billy Gennaro, gate 3 in green for the USA, Ronnie Pedersen for Denmark off gate 4 in yellow, Joe Screen for Great Britain in blue. Just how much of an effort does it need from gate 5 as it is, with 5 riders in a race, Chris? As a rider, what are your thoughts on going from the outside here at the showground?
Obviously, you know, he's got one extra rider on the inside of him in this format with 5 riders in the race, but we've had gate 5 in the 2 previous races. I'm just hoping that the guys have been able to relay what the start line is like up at gate 5, and hopefully Joe's has set himself up for this one.
Remember, the top 2 nations go straight through to the World Cup final on Saturday, featuring Poland, Sweden and Australia, of course. Heat number 11, and that is Joe Screen. He'll go off the outside here for Great Britain, full of great determination here. Goes off the outside, he's going to have to go wide. Joe Screen has made a fantastic start, and Screeny has gone up the inside here. Will Joe Screen take the lead? He has! What a ride from Joe Screen, but look at this from the man in red, Thomas Topinka, coming around the outside. Screen goes on one wheel, takes out Topinka as well. Topinka's going to return the compliment here. Can Joe Screen battle through and get the victory? He has really ridden his socks off here, Chris, hasn't he?
It's all happening again in this race. We had Neiman out in front, then we had Joe Screen out in front. Now Topinka's out there, they're all sharing it around, but Joe's finding those lines up the inside, wheel across the grass, Topinka's cut back again. They just keep changing the lead every corner.
Breathtaking speedway here as Joe Screen and Thomas Topinka exchange blows here. As we go into the last lap, Screen will go inside again. I bet you any money Thomas Topinka will try and go inside him again here, though. He does indeed. Topinka tries the inside. Joe Screen's run it superbly. Close the door. Can Joe Screen hang on in there? Joe Screen has done it for Great Britain. That is a crucial ride from the Screen machine. Joe Screen, just when it looked to be going pear-shaped again, down the back straight, the British fans celebrate a fantastic victory from Joe Screen, who had Thomas Topinka alongside him right throughout the race. And bear in mind that Screeny has gone from the outside gate number 5, to pull off an absolutely superb win. Joe Screen celebrates with a wheelie. Brilliant stuff from him. Still one of the most entertaining and spectacular riders in the world, no doubt about that. Joe Screen, the race winner of heat number 11, and with 4 points for a win, that is going to make it very interesting when we look at the aggregate scores shortly. But the official result of heat number 11 is here, and what an absolutely brilliant ride from Joe Screen. 4 points for him. Thomas Topinka of the Czech Republic, 3. Denmark's Ronnie Pedersen, 2 points. Kauko Nieminen, Finland, 1 point. And now Great Britain are joint second. Czech Republic, 27. Great Britain and Denmark 24 points, USA 24 as well, Finland 11. Have we ever had a night of drama like this here at the showground, here on Sky Sports? Brilliant stuff.
This World Cup was always going to be good. We've had some fantastic qualifying rounds, but this one is really the masterpiece so far. Joe's made a good start from the outside, just managed to squeeze across there, and you can have a look in a minute. He's going to take a little look across the corner. He's just going to try and suss the racing line out. He's trying to see where the opposition is. He's decided, no, I'm not going to make it all the way round. I've got to cut back, and that was a really calculated first corner.
Well, brilliant stuff from Joe Screen, and Jonathan Green is with our hero in the pits.
Yeah, very much so. Boy, he pushed you all the way, but you held him off.
Yeah, you know, the track's like concrete, and you know, we got here before and sort of asked them if they make some dirt for the English riders, and they just basically laughed at us and went Ollie Orson's way, and you know, that was a good race, yes, but it's not. I'm struggling, and the rest of the boys are, because the track's like concrete.
Do you think you can get another one, though, under the circumstances?
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm battling. You know, I battled in the first one, but it was just like riding on bull bearings. The track is making a little bit of dirt, but you know, you've got to get the bike working on the dry.
We can still do it, though, can't we?
I'm trying my balls off.
There you go. You heard it first. Back to you.
Joe Screen, just like Gary Havelock, always good for a quote or two, Chris, and well, the British Bulldog spirit is in evidence tonight. When you think they're down and out, they hit back with a great race, don't they?
They do. They show that right from the word go in Sheffield qualifying round. Went out, hit every race, and you know, they're showing the spirit. They're having to fight back tonight. They weren't in that position in Sheffield, but they are able to fight back, and they keep coming back.
Sean Wilson off the inside in blue for Great Britain. Finland's Jonas Kilmacorpi off gate 2 in white. Alice Trimmel for the Czech Republic in the middle gate red. Billy Hamill off gate 4 in green for the US. Bjarne Pedersen of Denmark off the outside in yellow and black. And well, Sean Wilson off the inside. Hopefully that will give him a clear run to the first turn, but of course he's got some world-class riders alongside him, as you would expect in the Speedway World Cup here. Heat number 12, can Sean Wilson deliver the goods for Great Britain? All eyes on the inside. He's made the start ahead of Kilmacorpi, and he's made the start into the first turn as well. Sean Wilson is there. Now, he was quick in practice, but he's just been taken there by the Dane Bjarne Pedersen and Billy Hamill. Sean, we heard all reports saying that he was really, really quick in practice. He's now third place here, but he made a great start there, and well, he might just have to settle for third place to get the better of the Czechs here, Chris.
Yeah, he made a great start from the inside. I don't know if it's just his engine's not quick enough or he's not finding the setup. He was very happy after practice when there was plenty of grip out there, and now he's really having to work hard just to stay ahead of the guys. Unfortunately, he couldn't stay ahead of Bjarne Pedersen or Billy Hamill, but they're out in front, and now he's coming under huge pressure from Alice Trimmel.
Alice Trimmel's going to go around the outside here. He's going to pass Sean Wilson. Yes, Alice Trimmel has passed Sean Wilson, who's just gone from first to fourth. And now we see that the man in front, Bjarne Pedersen, who's really been a surprise packet for Denmark. He's been absolutely superb tonight, Bjarne Pedersen. He's going to come round and take the checkered flag. And for him, a personal triumph of 3 straight wins for Bjarne Pedersen. Billy Hamill has to settle for second for the US. Alice Trimmel, that third place. Sean Wilson gets fourth. And Jonas Kilmacorpi at the back. A great start for Sean Wilson. He got the feeling there that he was absolutely winding the throttle on. He couldn't wind it on anymore. And it just seems as though the power perhaps isn't there like it was in practice. That must have something to do with the track, surely, Chris.
Yeah, you know, the Great Britain boys in every interview have been complaining the track's not to their liking, but unfortunately they're just going to have to find a setup. It is unfortunate for us. It's not a slick track, not one of our favourites.
That was the result then, and here's the progressive total now with 29 points for the Czech Republic, Denmark 28, US 27, Great Britain 25, Finland 11. How close can it get? Remember, the top 2 go through. Sean Wilson there made a great start off the inside.
Yeah, had to. You know, you've got to use that gate 1 here at Peterborough when there's 5-man races. He's out in front and looking good, but I don't know if it's too much horsepower or not enough. Speedway's a funny game. You can suffer from too much horsepower when the conditions are slick. He's out in front, but you can see there the guy in yellow, Bjarne Pedersen. He's got so much speed. He's made a big run round the corner. And now Billy Hamill again going by. You know, Sean's really struggling. He just cannot find a way of making that bike work. Even there, he stopped the bike in the corner, nearly got run into. Take another look now at Alice Trimmel. Alice Trimmel near the last lap. I think this is on the 3rd lap. You can see he's just kept the wheels in line round the corner. Nice big corner, plenty of speed down that back straight. Goes past Sean really far too easily.
Certainly Sean couldn't have wound it on anymore. He was at full throttle there, and well, not quite enough at the end of the day in heat number 12. But remember, Great Britain have been up against it all night. They were up against it from the moment Mark Laram and Scott Nichols were rolled out of the meeting, of course, but they're made of stern stuff, and rain starting to come down here at the East of England Showground. So the action will come fast and furious, that's for sure. Heat number 13 then, Tony Salmela for Finland off the inside. Nicky Pedersen, gate 2, yellow and black for Denmark. Greg Hancock, gate 3, green for the US. Carl Stonehewer off gate 4 in blue for Great Britain. And Bo Brell for the Czech Republic off the outside in red. There's the rain. A light flurry of rain at the moment. Let's hope that doesn't last for the evening. Let's hope we can get this meeting through. Rain seems to have gone hand in hand with this World Cup this week, doesn't it? And, well, there's Carl Stonehewer in blue. Again, it's going to take a big effort. He's up against the 1997 world champion, Greg Hancock, in this one. He's up against Bo Brell, the former Peterborough rider, of course. Nicky Pedersen as well. So it's going to be a big effort here in heat number 13. Top 2 teams at the moment are Czech Republic and Denmark, with the USA and Great Britain not too far behind here. The British boys are up for it. They're up against it, but they're up for it, that's for sure. Beau Brel making 1 or 2 last-minute preparations off the outside in red for the Czech Republic. As we move into heat number 13, and the green light's on, the starting tapes go up, and it's a good start from Nicky Pedersen. Plenty of bumping in the first turn there. Stoney is at the back here for Great Britain, and look at that for a ride from the man in red, Beau Brel for the Czech Republic. Great ride from him to pass Nicky Pedersen. Pedersen will come again to try and get round the outside. Greg Hancock's third, and Stoney has passed Salmela to get 4th place here. But look at this, fast and furious, Chris.
Yeah, this is not what we want for Team Great Britain, but out front we've got Nicky Pedersen. He's going really, really quick. He's had a bit of a ding-dong with Beau Brel already in this race. Beau Brel seems to have settled into 2nd place, although now he's coming under a little bit of pressure there from the American Greg Hancock. So it's all happening again in this heat.
Just seems at this stage as the most drive that you get is out in the dirt that is there right up around the outside. And we see Nicky Pedersen here, fine ride from him. He's going really high. Look at him go. He's not too far off the air fence there. That's the key to it, Chris, isn't it?
It is the key. Now that we're getting a little bit of rain on this slick surface, the guy's going to be looking for every little bit of dirt. It makes such a difference. It's like riding on glass down on the slick line, and you can see now all bar really Greg Hancock there and Carl. The other 2 guys who are out in front are just out wide.
Good ride from Nicky Pedersen then for the Danes. It's a victory, and they know that they're looking good here at Peterborough tonight, that's for sure. Good ride from Beau Brel as well for the Czech Republic. Greg Hancock settling for 3rd place. Stoney 4th, Salmela at the back. We'll confirm the official result, but Nicky Pedersen in the thick of the action. Great ride from him. He's the winner, 4 points for Denmark. Czech Republic 3 through Beau Brel. Greg Hancock 3rd, 2 points for the US. Carl Stoney 4th with a point, and Tony Salmela for Finland, no points at all. Let's check the aggregate scores after 13 heats here tonight. Czech Republic 32, Denmark 32, United States 29, Great Britain 26. That means they're 6 behind the Czech Republic and Denmark. Finland are on 11 points, and we can but wonder whether we'll see the Joker come into play for Great Britain as we move forward. It's certainly an option, isn't it, Chris?
Certainly is. I'd like to see it happen in this next race, to be honest. Taking a look at the last race from the inside on the start, Nicky Pedersen, he's come off gate 2. A little bit of a collision going into the corner there, but he's managed to pull through the corner. You can see Greg Hancock leaning on a guy on the inside there. Beau Brel on the outside, made a great run, plenty of speed. You have to wonder if this Czech Republic factory from Jarrow have sent these guys from special engines to represent their country, but he's looking very quick. To see here, Nicky Pedersen, he's on that very high, wide line, makes that bike work out in the dirt. And with this rain falling now, it's going to be very important to find every little bit of dirt you can. You can see Greg Hancock on the inside.
Yep, we've certainly seen some good speedway tonight, and the Joker could come into the equation, Chris, couldn't it? Obviously, 6 points the difference at the moment. That's when tacticals come into play in league racing, but the Joker, I think, is 8 points, isn't it? And you'd like to see it, wouldn't you? It's certainly something to consider once the difference is 8 points.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, it is 8 points in this competition at this stage, and you know, the Joker has an even bigger significance in this meeting because you've got 4 points for a win, so you know, you double that up to 8. So it's going to make a bigger difference in this meeting. It's got to be used wisely too.
Certainly the Danes are surely going to be fairly happy with track conditions, of course, under the guidance of Ollie Olsen.
Yeah, it would appear to me that perhaps Ollie had a little bit too much to do with the track preparation today. I think really, you know, this is Team Great Britain riding in Great Britain. I don't see why the track shouldn't be to their liking, really.
So heat number 14 is here then, and Lee Richardson is the man for Team Great Britain. Just a reminder then, 8 points has to be the difference for a Joker to come into play. Great Britain are 6 points behind the leaders at this stage. As we move towards heat number 14 then, Lee Richardson is the man in blue. He's got gate number 2 here. He's got Lucas Trimble on the outside of him. So it's going to be a tough one, that's for sure. Lee Richardson off gate. Oh, and the man in white moved there, I think. Kai Laukkanen for the Finns. The red lights are on. Our referee, Mick Postlethwaite, will have to make a decision there now. And, well, I think my naked eye opinion was that the rider in white moved there, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to get another look at it, but it certainly, to me, looked like Kai Laukkanen looked a little bit keen to go. It's, you know, there's 5 guys on that start line. This is an important competition, and they're all very nervous, and they want to be out there in front, and I think that showed us then.
No decision as yet, of course, but, oh, well, there you go.
You can certainly see there, guy on the inside, Kai Laukkanen, certainly seems to have moved first. I think that is the same decision from the referee as well.
Yep, Mick Postlethwaite has put Kai Laukkanen out. Let's have a word with the Great Britain boss, Neil Middleditch, with Jonathan Green in the pits.
Yeah, thanks, Nigel. Obviously a disappointment
disappointing start, but you guys are battling all the way. Will the conditions, now the rain's coming, help you guys?
Well, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it won't come down, but it looks pretty bad up there. As I say, we're not out of it yet by a long way, and so, we'll just keep plugging away.
And the guys are doing a good job. A lot of complaint about the track. What's your thought?
Yeah, I think, we would have liked it a bit grippier, but I think, with the weather, they packed it down, but I think, home track it should have been for us being the Brits, but, that's the way it is.
All right, thanks a lot, Neil. Back to you guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jonathan. Confirmation then that the rider in white, Kai Laukkanen, is excluded for tapes infringement there. A little bit too keen to get out there, of course. And the white exclusion light is on, so confirmation there. And as we move towards heat number 14 then, and we'll try the gate positions again here with Lee Richardson in blue. Next to him, Lucas Trimmel. Then, of course, Ryan Fisher for the US, and rider in yellow and black, of course, is Charlie Jeter for Denmark.
Yeah, the important thing here now with Kai Laukkanen gone is that we've got Lee Richardson effectively on the inside, so he's not going to have any trouble from the inside of him. He's going to be able to use that grass if he needs to.
Well, when Great Britain have been up against it, they've managed to pull it out of the bag, and they'll be trying to do that here. No rider off the inside, then Kai Laukkanen is excluded, as you can see there. Lee Richardson off gate 2 for Great Britain in blue. Lucas Trimmel gate 3 for the Czech Republic in red. In green off gate 4, it's Ryan Fisher for the USA. And Charlie Jeter off the outside in yellow and black for Denmark. He turns away to unsteam his goggles, I think, and certainly as the rain comes down, that comes into play a little bit more, doesn't it? Your goggles do get steamed up, Chris.
Yeah, it does, and it's quite humid, so the guys are going to be sweating, and that doesn't help with the steam, but maybe it's a little bit kidology as well. They all seem to be playing about a bit at the start at the moment, and again we can see, I think it's Lucas Trimmel doesn't seem too happy with Lee Richardson's starting position, but start line is going to be tight when you've got 5-man races.
So 4 in the race here because of the exclusion of Kai Laukkanen. Lee Richardson is the man off the inside in blue. He's made a good start. That is a good start from Lee Richardson. He holds the lead here, and once again Great Britain are showing what they're made of. He's pulling clear, well clear of Lucas Trimmel. Going into turns 3 and 4 on the first lap. Richardson goes out into the dirt. He knows exactly what he's doing here. He's surely going to ride a very intelligent race and go wide, although the rider in red, Lucas Trimmel, is putting him under serious pressure here, Chris.
Yeah, difficult track conditions now with that slight rain. The guys can't make their mind up. Do they want to ride the slick? Do they want to get out in the dirt? The track's not really wet at the moment, so it's a difficult decision for him, but Lee's looking pretty smooth out there. He's just chosen to ride around that wide line, but he's going to have to watch Lucas Trimmel. He had to cover his line there, I think.
Well, the Czech Republic and Denmark were level going into this race, but Great Britain are going to bounce right back. But Lee Richardson does need to hang on to this lead in this last lap. He's going wide and almost going so close to the fence there. He gets the drive, he pulls clear down the back straight. Lee Richardson pulling off a fantastic ride here for Team Great Britain. He's under pressure from Lucas Trimmel. The fans rise, and victory for Great Britain in heat number 14. Once again, just as they have a couple of worrying rides, and the scoreline seems to be slipping away from them. Well, they hit back again. Team Great Britain are really doing us proud here this evening. And that man in blue is Lee Richardson. Jakob Olsen not happy with the starting tapes, that's for sure. Jakob Olsen.
Down here right now, got the American one, except for England, and the starting tapes never went up on the inside.
Well, that is Jakob Olsen. He's claiming that the starting tapes didn't go up satisfactorily there. We'll get a better view of it, perhaps, but certainly Lee Richardson has the result, and that's the most important thing at this stage. But the Danes far from happy with the start of that race. Tapes perhaps not going up properly, according to Jakob Olsen. 4 points for Great Britain anyway. 3 for the Czech Republic, 2 for Charlie Jeter of Denmark, 1 for Ryan Fisher. And let's take you through the latest scores then. Czech Republic 35, Denmark 34, Great Britain and US level on 30, Finland on 11. And Great Britain are back in it. Let's get out to the pits and Jonathan Green.
Yeah, Jakob, what you were just saying, obviously you're not happy about the tapes, yeah?
Well, of course not. I spoke to the referee, Michael Postlewhite, and unfortunately the tapes never went up properly on the inside.
We saw that, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it didn't, and what he says is that according to that the guys on the inside got an okay start. But I mean, that's not fair enough, because the boys were slowing up in the first corner. Everyone agrees they wanted to have a restart. You can see that on the riders. But of course, the one in the lead's going to keep on going. So never mind, it's the referee's done it, we can't change it. So got to put a smile on for it and go for it.
Well, I'm glad you've still got a smile on your face. Let's take another look at it, Nigel. Go back to you.
Yes, complaints about the starting takes. Chris Lewis, your comments?
Yeah, you can see there that certainly the guys on the inside should have been affected most. I mean, Lee Richardson was the guy on the inside. He's out. He's made a fantastic start. He's out clear. Yeah, unsatisfactory. The tapes didn't go up, but we played the advantage, I think.
Yeah, so surely, really, although it's an unsatisfactory start, surely it would have been Great Britain who had the gripe there. But the race was allowed to continue, of course. There's a starting gate being pulled down now, and obviously, let's hope that it goes up satisfactorily this time. So we move towards heat number 15. Tony Kasper off the inside in red. Gate 2 in white, Tomi Riemer for Finland. Gate 3, it's the USA's Brent Werner. Hans Andersen, gate 4 in yellow for Denmark. Gary Havelock, the skipper. Mechanical Gremlins last time out. He's off the outside in blue. Watch for Tony Kasper here, I reckon. Watch for Hans Andersen, and obviously Gary Havelock.
Yeah, let's hope it's heavy out in front.
So here we go, we prepare for heat number 15 of this dramatic race off here with Great Britain back in it. Having needs a good start off the outside. He's kept his wheels down and he's made a reasonable start there. Will he cut up the inside? He's blocked a little bit by Riemer, and now Havelock will go into second place. But we see Hans Andersen going wide for Denmark. Havelock will hook the inside line. He's going to have to take Andersen out wide. Andersen has got him. We are seeing some great speedway here tonight. It's unpredictable stuff. Andersen's in the dirt, and well, Gary Havelock looks as though he's just been edged out of here, Chris.
Yeah, great stuff. Gary, unfortunately, doesn't seem to know where he wants to ride. He's using the middle of the track, which isn't working for him. He's not confident enough to move out in the dirt, and you know, after such a brave back straight on that first lap, he edged his way into second place and he was looking good.
Well, I did say watch out for Tony Kasper, and he is leading it here for the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic, who of course were beaten by Great Britain at Sheffield on Sunday, but the East of England showground track certainly suits them. And look here, Denmark are about to take the lead. Hans Andersen has just gone into the lead. Tony Kasper will return the compliment, will he? No, he won't, because Hans Andersen closes the door. That is a good ride from the Pole youngster, and down to the wire we go. Oh, it's very close indeed. 3 riders, all very close. I think it's safe to say that Javi had to settle for third place there, but the finish line, certainly an interesting situation there. The Dane Hans Andersen thinks he's got it, but it's gone right down to the wire. We'll need to take another look at that again, surely. Here we are with the finish. How would you call it, Chris?
Yeah, it's got to go to the guy in yellow and black on the outside there, Hans Andersen. I think he's won that by at least a half a wheel.
Certainly seen some great racing here, haven't we?
Yeah, it's nip and tuck stuff, you know. Unfortunately for Team Great Britain, they just don't seem to have a setup. They're not sure where they want to ride. Javi there was riding the middle of the track most of the time, couldn't make his mind up, and certainly wasn't paying off for him.
Let's confirm the result then for heat number 15 for you. And the race winner, Hans Andersen for Denmark. Second, Tony Kasper on the line. Third was Great Britain's Gary Havelock. Tony Riemer for Finland gets the better of Brent Werner. That could prove crucial for the USA as Great Britain move above them. Czech Republic 38 and Denmark 38. They're level, 6 ahead of Great Britain on 32. United States 30, Finland 12. It's all very close, all very tense. The fans are loving it here at the showground tonight in Peterborough, and we've got plenty more to come after the break.
Direct Line's new for old home insurance. We deliver a replacement right to your door. Call or buy online.
Milk.
Obviously another Kellogg's Crunchy Nut. Well, it is ludicrously tasty.
Uh-oh, what are the jelly people up to today? Nosy little devils. Now you're for it. He's seen you. Ew, that'll teach him. Chewing all Orbit with xylitol fights plaque acid, which helps deliver outstanding cavity protection.
We can't all be experts in everything we do. That's why Abbey National have new mortgage specialists, dedicated to helping you get the mortgage that's right for you as quickly and easily as possible. Come into your local branch and talk to us about our great rates. Abbey National, because life's complicated enough. Have it. Oh, yes.
Welcome back live to the East of England Showground as the wind picks up on the Union Jacks above the great crowd that we've got here supporting Team Great Britain to the best of their ability, but at the moment there's still 6 points in it and Team Great Britain aren't in the zone that's going to take them through to the World Cup final. The Czech Republic and Denmark are on 38 points, GB are on 32, and I can tell you now that Jonathan Green has Greg Hancock with some great news down in pit lane.
Greg Hancock's right here, and obviously he's just put his helmet on, but I know he'll have a quick word with us. This is the big one, Greg, 8 points.
You said it.
Well, can you do it?
Well, you watch and see.
All right, well, he's off, as you can see, but you're right, this is the big one now. The Joker being played at this stage now for America. They've only got one chance at it, remember, and this is it. Greg Hancock, though, has looked good throughout this World Cup, and if anybody's going to do it, he'll do it. Back to you.
Thanks very right, Jonathan. You're absolutely spot on there, and I have to say that Kelvin, alongside Sam here, did you phone down and tell them what Kelvin thought? Because Kelvin actually said to you a moment ago that this is the point where they should bring somebody in the American team, as you're 8 points adrift, to actually go for the Joker.
I actually called him before he said it and told him it's time to do it.
He was looking over your shoulder again, was he?
Yeah.
This is how you like to have him, isn't it, really?
Well, it's important right now that the American team is 8 points behind. Whether we would stay there in the near couple of races, it's important to take advantage of it right now.
Well, we've got two Jokers out there at the moment, the Finn and the Americans, it has to be said. The Finns are really just doing it as an exercise, I would suggest, at this particular point without doing them down, but because the standard of racing from the front four teams are absolutely outstanding. The rain has actually stopped now, so that should have just tidied this track up just nice, wouldn't it?
Well, I'd like to think so. It certainly may have just given a little bit more moisture into the track, certainly to the dirt on the outside. But a lot of pressure on Greg Hancock here. You know, it is a decent heat. The opposition to him is not probably as strong as it could be. So, you know, they put in their money on Greg in this one.
Give us a word of hope for Team GB. Can we do it? Can we actually move into that zone that we need to?
We can certainly do it, Keith, but we've got to find a setup that gets us off the start and out the first corner. We saw Sean Wilson make a good start from gate one, but got swallowed up coming off the first turn. And, you know, he needs to find a little bit more speed from somewhere.
Well, let's get back down now, if we can, then to Chris and Nigel, of course, that trackside.
Yes, thanks very much, Keith. Heat number 16, Thomas de Pinkroff the inside for the Czech Republic. Charlie Jeter off gate 2 for Denmark. Sean Wilson for Great Britain in the middle on gate 3. And then the two Jokers for Finland, Jonas Kilomakorpi, and for the USA, Greg Hancock. Remember, their points will count double. The Jokers coming into play here in heat number 16. Typically, of course, Great Britain not far enough behind to use a Joker. So at this stage, perhaps you could say they're in no man's land at the moment. Good start off the inside for the man in red, Thomas de Pinker. Sean Wilson's gone down. 3 riders have gone down in the first turn there. Sean Wilson's not happy, he's still down, I can tell you. It looks as though he's just about to get up. And, well, it wouldn't surprise me there, perhaps, if the referee goes for all 5 riders back for an unsatisfactory start. But maybe we can see it again. And, Chris, you can cast your expert view across it.
Yeah, I think we had a classic case of 5 riders all getting in the corner at the same time and not enough room. You know, we can have a look here at Greg Hancock and Jonas Kilomakorpi on the outside. You can see Sean Wilson, he's locked in the middle. He's the first to get into trouble. You can see there, just gets caught in between, runs out of room. He's got to go down now. Out of camera shot, we've got another couple of guys going down. Thomas de Pink is certainly one of them. And yeah, just ran out of room. Classic case of 5 doesn't really go into that corner together. You can see here again, Sean Wilson's going to be the first to go. Just takes a knock there from Charlie Jeddah. Not enough room for him, gone down. Thomas Topinka, he just sweeps up Charlie Jeddah. Yeah, this is the sort of thing that, to be honest, I thought we'd have seen a lot of tonight, but thankfully so far it's all been fairly safe stuff.
All 5 riders are back in, and well, we have to say, Chris, it's all your fault that, because during the break there you were saying how smoothly the whole thing was going, and we've not had any crashes yet. And bang, what goes and happens? It's your fault.
Thanks, Nigel. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, I was exceedingly surprised, to be honest. As soon as I knew that it was going to be 5-man races, this World Cup at Peterborough, I must admit, as a sceptic, I thought, no, this track's just not wide enough down the straights. And, that was a classic example, but that sort of thing can happen with 4 guys. So, the track has handled 5 men pretty well so far.
The Czechs are doing well. Thomas Topinka there, of course, has been an elite league reserve for Coventry for a lot of this season, and yet tonight he's in world-class company, and he was riding so well, but doesn't really surprise you, does it?
No, it doesn't. Thomas Topinka, he's had a bit of a muddled time in England. He changes teams quite regular, but interestingly enough now, Sean Wilson, don't want to knock him, but England could do at some point to be 8 points down. You were saying during that race that, again, 6 points, not enough to abuse that joke.
They were in no man's land, really, weren't they?
Yeah, and, that's happened to us throughout this World Cup formula. Last year we had the same trouble in the race-off, and, I just hope that Neil Middleditch can use that joker. I hope that the points work for him and he uses it in the right race.
So if it happens here and Sean doesn't do the business for Great Britain, and we sincerely hope that he does, but if he doesn't, and we do go 8 points down, what use of the joker would you go for? Putting a team manager's hat on here, where can you see that you'd bring it in?
It's very difficult. I think Lee Richardson is certainly showing as consistently quick. I know he's got quick engines. Just looking down the programme, his next race he's got gate 4, not a very good one to use it on. I think that the important factors to look at is what gate the guy's got. You want to use this off the inside, I think.
Certainly. Well, that's the thoughts of Chris Louis. What are the thoughts down in the pits with Jonathan Green?
Yeah, thanks very much, and just grab Neil Middleditch. But if you go 8 points behind, what are you thinking? What would you do?
I'd rather not say at this point, but as I say,
we'd like you to.
Okay, yeah, well, obviously, if we go 8 points down in this one, we'll be making a change in the next one for sure.
Would you put Lee in, perhaps?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet.
He's going well at the moment, and I suppose we've got to go with what we can do best, and Lee's looking good at the moment.
Yeah, that's right, he is, and he's a good little trapper, and as I say, and he is on top form, I'd say, and I think, if we go down here, he's definitely going to be making a change.
We're going to do something, haven't we?
Absolutely.
All right, fair enough. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot then, Jonathan. There you go. Neil Middleditch agrees with you. Perhaps you've got the calibre to become Great Britain manager one day, Chris. Is that something that might interest you?
Certainly might, yeah, but I don't envy Neil Middleditch's job in this particular competition. This joker is making life so difficult for him. He must go home and have nightmares about the joker.
Gary Havelock criticised the joker at the press conference after the meeting at Sheffield on Sunday. What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on the use of the joker?
If it works tonight, we're going to be fully in favour of it.
Absolutely.
But no, I must admit, I tend to agree with Gary. It doesn't have a reflection of what happened on the night. Certainly Sheffield was a perfect example. We were the best team on the night by far, and Australia used that joker to full advantage. It's in the rule book, why not use it?
Okay, so as we move into heat number 16 then, the riders once again making their final preparation. Sean Wilson already out here, along with the Dane Charlie Jeddah, of course. 2 jokers in this one. Eunice Kilmacorpy in white for Finland. Greg Hancock in green for the USA. Greg Hancock, who won the world title in 1997. He's also been World Pairs Champion. He's got a list of honours as long as his arm really has been at the top of the sport for so long, after coming over to Great Britain in 1989 when he rode for the Cradley Heathens. Thomas Topinka off the inside in red, Charlie Jeddah gate 2 in yellow, and then it's Sean Wilson, gate 3 in blue for Great Britain. Eunice Kilmacorpy for Finland, Greg Hancock off the outside in green. We want Sean Wilson to win this one for sure, of course. He's off the middle here. He's the sandwich in between a Czech, a Dane, a Finn, and an American, of course. Sean Wilson will be looking to make an electrified start here in heat number 16. 5 riders in a race here at Peterborough's East of England Showground, and it's a good start again from Thomas Topinka on the inside. Wilson goes inside as well. Hancock is perhaps going to come around the outside, take Wilson. Sean Wilson is third for Great Britain at the moment. Greg Hancock has just taken the lead, and well, we see as well in third place, and Sean Wilson is trying everything. There's drama at the back and at the front here. Wilson has just taken both riders again to go third. He goes high into the dirt, and well, we see the USA here with Greg Hancock. This would be 8 points for America, Chris.
Just what Great Britain didn't need. Yeah, Greg's out in front, showing all his experience. You know, perfect move down that back straight. He just came off the fence, lined his wheels up across the inside, and to be honest, he's looking very fast. Thomas Topinka's really struggling to keep up with him, but again, it's still happening at the back there.
Absolutely, Sean Wilson has third place at the moment. He's getting the better of Charlie Gina of Denmark. But Greg Hancock of the USA has the lead here now. Down the back straight, pulling clear, getting the better of Thomas Topinka. And Hancock knows that this could be decisive, because this is going to be a joker that is paying off big time. Greg Hancock takes 8 points for the USA. Finland's joker doesn't work at all because she can't double zero. A jig of delight for Greg Hancock, and well, they are absolutely delighted with that. Greg Hancock with the victory. 8 big points for the USA. We will confirm the overall scoreline very shortly, of course, but my word, that was a crucial substitution, playing the joker. Greg Hancock is the man. He'll have a big smile on his face underneath the crash helmet there. He celebrates with a wheelie. The USA will celebrate a fine result in heat number 16. 8 points for the US. Czech Republic get 3 through Thomas Topinka. Sean Wilson gets 2 for Great Britain. 1 for Charlie Gida of Denmark, and none for Finland's Jonas Kilomakorpi, who've used their joker there. Right, heat number 16, the standings. Czech Republic 41, Denmark 39. US have gone up to 38 points now, and they're really in contention. Great Britain 34, and Finland have 12.
Yeah, USA team manager Richard Charles, he's pulled that joker out the bag, certainly has. You can see Greg Hancock there, he's having to work very hard off the outside gate to try and make the bike find some traction. You can see Charlie Edder's moved him over there, but not far enough. Greg's making that lovely outside move. He's looking fast, keeping those wheels in line. He's pulling everything out to find as much speed as he can. It's a long way round that corner. Thomas Topinka, he's taking that right leg off. He's trying to make that bike work. And Sean Wilson up the inside. But here comes Greg Hancock.
What a meeting we've got here, and down in the pits is Jonathan Green.
Yeah, he's right here, Greg. How awesome was that? Very. Tell us about it. It looked so comfortable. You even waved to the crowd on the way home.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, when you get a race like that and you make a good start and have a difficult corner, but I came out of it in one piece and I'm still smiling.
You've got to get to the final. That's what this is now all about, and 8 points is a big jump towards it.
Yeah, we needed that. So let's hope that it was enough to keep us in the hunt, and hey, we ride for the red, white, and blue.
All right, back to you guys.
Yeah, well, we did say before the meeting, and certainly heat number 17, and could it be at the stage now where if Great Britain do slip up, the joker might come into play? As the meeting progresses to the latter stages, are we going to need the joker to keep us in the hunt, Chris?
Certainly are. You know, when USA can use it to that much of an advantage, we do. But we're in that difficult position now. You know, we're 7 points down on the lead. It's not enough to use the joker, but if you want to drop points, you've got to be careful you don't drop too many. And how do you ask a guy to drop points? They're all racers. They all want to win races.
Billy Janero's off the inside in green for the US here. Hans Andersen for Denmark. Carl Stonehewer in the middle in blue for Great Britain. We need him first or last, don't we, in this one? Kai Laukkanen, gate 4 in white. Alice Trimmel off the outside in red. Well, that's fair comment, isn't it?
It's fair comment,
first or last.
I know which one Stoney's going to want. He's really not going to want to come last, so he's got to be looking for that first place.
Well, to be fair, there's no lack of effort from Great Britain tonight. They can all feel very, very proud. They really have worked the socks off, and here we go with heat number 17 now in this World Cup race-off. And Stoney's missed the start. The rider in yellow and black, Hans Andersen, has made it, though. Stoney's battling away. He'll get third place now. The rider in green, Billy Janero for the US. Fine ride from him. Stoney's fourth for Great Britain, and the Czech Republic are at the back now. Alice Trimmel is at the back for the Czech Republic, and well, the rider in yellow and black. Fine ride from Hans Andersen.
Out in front and looking good. That ride from Greg Hancock seems to have lifted the Americans, but it's all getting very, very tight in the middle there. Still got Billy Janero, I think, out in second place, but so now he's gone right back now. This is going to be better for Team Great Britain. We need some points off the Americans, and Carl Stonehill has come right through the middle. So Stoney's out there, bulldog spirit coming through. Come on, Stoney.
Brilliant ride from Carl Stonehill then. He looked as though he'd had to settle for fourth out of 5 riders, but he's taken the pair of them absolutely superbly. Carl Stonehill then is going to get second place here, it looks. He'll have to try and close the gap on Hans Andersen, but I think he's left himself with too much to do. The rider in red, Alice Trimmel, has just taken Billy Janero to the back as well. Fine ride for Denmark, the man in yellow and black, and close finish for third between Hans Hans Andersen and between Kai Laukkanen and Alice Trimmel, but Carl Stonehewer battling away. The Danes celebrate victory there. Hans Andersen the winner, Carl Stonehewer working overtime to get that second place, but the third place will be a close one. We'll have to take another look at third place perhaps here. Every point decisive. There's the race winner there, that is Hans Andersen. Stoney is there in blue, and here we go with third place. Oh, yep, just looks like the rider in white, Kai Laukkanen.
Kai Laukkanen definitely got that third place, I'm sure of that.
So, Billy Gennaro certainly at this stage at the back. And interesting stuff once again in heat number 17. We'll confirm the official result. The rain's coming down here, and it won't dampen the enthusiasm of the fans for sure. They're really enjoying themselves here. It is a good speedway meeting, perhaps Great Britain up against it, but there's no doubt, Chris, that we're seeing some great racing, aren't we?
Fantastic racing. This track can produce fantastic racing. Certainly the rain is not the weather condition these guys are going to want to see, especially on a slick track. It's not really going to play into anybody's hands. I don't think any of the teams are going to want to see this sort of weather.
At this stage, it has to be said that, well, Denmark just taking the lead there, and Czech Republic with 42 points as well. And Billy Gennaro's last place could be crucial there. Just looking at the rider in green, did he actually have both wheels over the white line?
Yes,
oh, a bit of crash checking from Billy Gennaro.
Yeah, that's
and it looks as though green Billy Gennaro is excluded anyway there. And so Billy Gennaro officially excluded from that. And we'll confirm the official result as the riders already come to the start for heat number 18. So there is the green exclusion light. Billy Gennaro excluded from that one, but of course it's immaterial really because he was last anyway. Hans Andersen the winner for Denmark, Stoney second, Finland third there. Here's the progressive totals. Denmark 43, Czech Republic 42, the United States 38, Great Britain 37. So Finland 14. Lee Richardson needs a win here. There's no doubt about it. He's off gate 4. It's all or nothing. We've really got to go for this one with Lee Richardson, haven't we, Chris?
And Lee Richardson's going to be pumped. You know, he's used to working under Neil Middleditch. Neil Middleditch would have been in there psyching him up, and you know, you've got to fancy him because he's off gate 4. Perhaps not the best start, but certainly he's going to be pumped for it, and he's very fast around here, so he's going to be going for this.
Tommy Raymer off the inside for Finland. Billy Hamill gate 2 for the US. Bo Brow for the Czech Republic in the middle. Gate 3. Lee Richardson for Great Britain, off gate 4 in blue. Ronnie the Rebel Pedersen, former Peterborough rider, off the outside in yellow and black here then. As we approach heat number 18 here at the showground, and the pressure is on Lee Richardson. He needs to win this one to get Great Britain right back into it. The green light is on, the bikes are roaring, and off the inside, oh, the rider's gone down. The rider in red has gone down there. That is Bo Brell of the Czech Republic. He's gone down, and once again I suspect the inevitable decision there, Chris, will surely be all 4 back.
Yeah, I think it's probably the only decision the referee can make. You know, it's just a simple classic tangle up going into the first corner. There's not always a great deal of room with 4 riders, 5 riders, even less room, and let's just hope that Bo Brell's right. We'll take another look at it here. See Lee Richardson on the outside, and see Bo Brell and Billy Hamill. They're just going to hook up here somewhere. Bo just went to lean the bike over, and Billy was already there. Just one of those things, racing accident.
So we'll take a look at it from another angle here, and still I think we have to explain that there is no hard and fast regulation about first bend bunching in speedway.
No, but the referees are very lenient. You know, if a guy goes down in the first corner, more often than not, it's going to be all the riders back, and in this case, I think that's what's happened.
And it is all 5 back in, of course. That is the decision there, but well, perhaps Bo Brell will need a little bit of extra time to prepare himself for the restart of heat number 18. And well, the pressure will be on Lee Richardson here because heat number 18 coming up, and Great Britain still, what, 6 points behind the leaders Denmark. So again, they're in no man's land. They're 6 points down. They can't use a joker at this stage. And again, it really needs a victory from Lee Richardson. And a little bit of work going on down there by the track. And let's get the very latest from the track side. Jonathan Green's down there.
Yeah, well, as you can see, they're just taking a little bit of tyre pressure out of Lee Richardson's tyre. They wanted to get him a better start. He came off the bike and had a little chance to talk to the rest of the team. And when he came off, he sort of said, I didn't get the greatest of starts. So they decided to take a little bit of pressure out of the tyre. And so obviously that's what they're going to do. But the Brits really up against it now. So tense moments for all of them. But as you can see, they're working there. And let's see if we can get a little bit closer. Gary, what's the idea? Basically just to try and get a better start for him?
Yeah, the track's really slick and it's hard work, and some of the starts are better than others, and it's really difficult out here, really hard. So we're really pushing though. We're going to keep trying at the end.
But a win in here, and we're back in it.
Yeah, it's never over till it's over.
Right, fair enough. Back to you guys.
Thanks very much indeed, Jonathan. Yeah, having a chat with Javi. Javi looks very down there, doesn't he, Chris? He looks very, very disappointed with the way everything's going.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, and he's one of those guys. He can normally pump the team up, but things must be tough out there for him, because you're right, he does look down, and I think Neil Middleditch really at this point should be having a word with his skipper, who's normally so inspirational.
I would say that, they really have to go for it. They have to pump themselves up. They really have to go for that drive. I mean, Javi has the look of a man who's almost angry with things, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit defeated by track conditions, but it's the same out there for all of them. It doesn't really suit us, but it's up to Lee Richardson here to handle the pressure. We know he can do that. We've seen him at Cardiff. We've seen him handle all that pressure of the Millennium Stadium, all those British fans behind him, and he performed fantastically. He's had no problems tonight. He's got to be confident. We need a result from him here.
Yep, no problems for Lee Richardson this evening, and he's looked very, very fast indeed. And Neil Middleditch has already hinted that he would be the man he'd use as a joker if necessary. So we need a victory here from Lee Richardson. That message is simple. Tomi Riemer goes off the inside for Finland, off the inside in white. Billy Hamill, gate 2 in green for the US. Bo Brell for the Czech Republic, off gate 3 in red. Gate 4 in blue, it's Lee Richardson for Great Britain, and Ronnie Pedersen off the outside in yellow and black. The action is fast and furious. We're still awaiting the arrival of Bo Brell. And as we approach heat number 18, are we approaching last chance saloon for Great Britain, even with, 7 races to go? Are we running out of time here? Is this an all or nothing situation, Chris?
I think this race is going to be hugely important, not only in terms of points, but psychologically as well. We've got to start pulling back on terms.
We see a red exclusion light on here. Do I suspect perhaps that Bo Brell might be excluded for exceeding the 2 minutes, perhaps?
Looking at the clock, it certainly seemed to run out, and the ruling in this World Team Cup is that you do have to be at the start, ready to go, and he wasn't. So he looks very disappointed with that. He's ridden all over the tapes and broken them. Probably not the attitude, but he's going to be hugely disappointed.
Bo Brell took all the time down the back straight to do a practice start when the clock was ticking down to 0. He's come along here, and he's realised that he's excluded for exceeding the 2 minutes time allowance, and he's just ridden straight into the tapes. That's out of frustration, isn't it? But not the action, surely, that you'd like to see.
No, it doesn't look good. He is frustrated. We've all done something like that, and I'm sure the referee's going to want to have a word with him. It's not the sort of image and sporting image that you want to put across in front of these fans.
But crucially, Chris, we see that the Czech Republic is second. They have 42 points, 1 point behind Denmark. Great Britain are, 5 points behind the Czech Republic. So a victory here for Lee Richardson, a victory for Lee Richardson, and they will be back just 1 point behind the Czech Republic because of that situation where Bo Brell has been excluded for exceeding the 2 minutes time allowance. So again, the opportunity is there for Lee Richardson, but Bo Brell not a happy man. Let's get reaction from Jonathan Green in the pits.
Yeah, he's just getting his helmet off. Bo, obviously that looked very tough on the decision there. What did you think?
I think the referee should give me a little bit more time because he saw the crash, so it was plenty work in a pit, and I went straight to the tape and he excluded me. I think that is the case.
And it could prove critical, couldn't it?
Sorry?
It could be very important to you.
That is important for all the team. I think it's just to help the English team, that's all.
Well, you heard it there. He thinks that the English have been helped. The English don't like the track. Boy, it's all going on. Back to you.
Well, Chris Louis, what can we say? We've got a Czech Republic guy saying that it's just to help the English. We've got the British boys saying that, the track isn't to their liking. I mean, are the Danes being helped? I mean, what's going on here? We've got a bit of controversy tonight.
Yeah, it's showing the pressure of this event. Everybody wants to maybe put an excuse in place for a performance, and Bo Brell's his own fault. They know the rule. They know they've got to be at the start, ready to go. He did make a practice start down the back straight, wasted a little bit of time, and I'm sure his team are going to be very disappointed with him. But come on, Lee, it's down to you now.
Yeah, a golden opportunity for Lee Richardson here to try and close the gap and get Great Britain right back in this World Cup. Race off here at Peterborough. The top 2 teams go through. Richardson off for gate number 4. He's made a good start, but so has the rider in white from Finland. That is Tomi Riemer, and Lee Richardson has got the lead for Great Britain. And crucially, the USA are 3rd and Denmark are 4th. Czech Republic have been thrown out of the race, of course. The Finnish guy in second at the moment, Tomi Riemer. I suspect he might be about to be passed by Billy Hamill. Hamill for the USA goes around the outside down the back straight. But once again, Great Britain showing that bulldog spirit with Lee Richardson.
Yeah, it's you know, that little bit of help from Tommy Rymer there has held Billy Hamill back. But Lee, I think he's just got speed on his own. He's plenty quick enough to beat Billy Hamill. In fact, even now that Billy's behind him, Lee is still going away from him. He's looking smooth. He's riding that confident wide line. He's confident with his motorcycles at the moment.
The fans are jumping up and down with excitement here at the showground tonight. Lee Richardson is going wide. He's got the speed down the back straight, and we know for sure that Lee loves this place as the rain comes down here at the East of England showground. Lee Richardson takes the checkered flag. Billy Hamill for the USA second, and that was just what we needed. The fans are delighted with the rain pouring down here at the showground again now, and that was good speedway as well. Billy Hamill had to work hard to get the better of Tommy Raymer. Ronnie Pedersen has just claimed the point for Denmark. He had bike problems, but the fans are enjoying themselves. Great Britain have been lifted by that on the third and fourth turn. Lee Richardson comes round. The fans are absolutely loving it here at the showground. The rain's absolutely pouring down, but it's not dampening the enthusiasm of the fans. They're having a great time here tonight. Every time Great Britain look as though they're down and out, they bounce back in style, and they've done that with Lee Richardson of Coventry in Great Britain in heat number 18. Let's give you the result then of heat number 18 as we check out the official standings from that particular race here at the showground tonight. Great Britain 4 points, United States 3, Finland 2, Denmark 1 and the Czech Republic 0. Now look at this overall scoreline. Look at that! Denmark 44, Czech Republic 42, Great Britain 41, US 41, Finland 16, and the Great British boys are back in it, Chris Louis.
Yeah, they are. They're fighting back. There's Lee Richardson fighting with that clutch again, trying to make the bike work for him. Tommy Rymer, surprise package in this race. He made a good start off gate one, and he'd made the start actually in the previous attempt at this race as well. So, you know, that's going to lift their confidence.
Brilliant stuff from Lee Richardson, and Jonathan Green has got the man of the moment.
Yep, he's just here. He's just got his helmet off, and hey, a lot of people in Britain are very proud of that ride. Well done.
Yeah, my back was against the wall there a bit, but it's starting to drizzle a little bit, and I made a really good start. Actually missed it the first one, so I'm glad I had a rerun.
Not much has gone right for you this night, and so maybe a bit of British rain will help.
Well, this happened at Sheffield. We ended up losing, so hopefully now, you know, we can get the boys all fired up and we can really get going, because we need to you know, qualify. It's the main aim. We got to do it. So.
Well, 1 point behind second place, so it's obviously very tense at the moment, but we've just got to get in. It doesn't matter about winning, does it?
No, it doesn't matter about winning. We just got to qualify, and I think if I can inspire the rest of the boys with that ride, then hopefully we get going.
Well, if you keep riding the way you are, we're going to do it.
Cheers, thanks.
All right, come on, everybody at home. Let's get behind the boys. That's so close. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Jonathan. Yes, there's a real high in the British camp now that everybody is up for this one. Heat 19, Greg Hancock off the inside for the USA. Bjarne Pedersen for Denmark. Surprise packet, 3 straight wins for him tonight. Kauko Nieminen for Finland off the red for the Czech Republic. Happy needs a big one here. Bjarne Pedersen, gate 2, unbeaten so far. The pressure is on these riders here in Heat 19 as it all gets very, very close indeed in this World Cup race-off. Havi's made a good start, but so has Greg Hancock. Hancock has taken out the Czech Lucas Tribble there. Havi's in the back. Oh no, that's not what we wanted. And Greg Hancock for the USA is turning out to be the man of the match here tonight, because Hancock has got the lead here. Havi's come underneath the Dane Bjarne Pedersen. Havi will try the inside again. Oh, he's lost a bit of control there. Bjarne Pedersen almost loses it. Dramatic stuff here. You can't take your eyes off this, Chris Louis.
You can't take your eyes off for a second. We've got guys that are actually collecting the fence on that corner, and then we had Havi on the grass. You know, it's totally different lines they're taking. They're just trying to avoid the slick patches. You can see there, one on the fence, one on the grass. We really could do with Havi trying to find a little bit more speed, maybe just gain that extra point.
It looks like he might lose it again here because Bjarne Pedersen's in the dirt. Havelock has lost it again here. Havi stays on the inside, and Bjarne Pedersen has gone around the outside, but here comes Havi again. It's very close, the two Pool Pirates teammates, Bjarne Pedersen and Gary Havelock. Greg Hancock is there for the USA, and the bad news is the USA and Czech Republic have taken the top 2 standings in heat number 19. Just when Great Britain got back in it, it's another blow as Hancock, the hero for the USA, fists the air with delight. That is a savage blow for Team Great Britain. There is no question about that. They're going to have to dig deep once again as, well, Greg Hancock takes the victory. And Gary Havelock tried oh so hard but it wasn't quite to be. And Greg Hancock is there. He surely is turning into the man of the meeting here tonight at the East of England Showground. Greg Hancock, the winner for the USA. Czech Republic's Lucas Trimmel second. Denmark's Bjarne Pedersen third. And Gary Hammerlock gets a point for Great Britain. And now, it's still close though, with about 5 races to go, 6 races to go. Denmark 46 and Czech Republic 45, USA 45. Great Britain just 3 points behind on 42. And Finland have 16 points. So that's the situation after 19 races here. And again, it was all very tense and all very tight there, Chris.
Yeah, we can see Gary off the start, and in a minute we're going to see Greg Hancock, the USA rider in green helmet colour there. Came off gate 1, made a good start, and he moved all the guys right over. He went straight for the dirt line, and unfortunately Vahavi just couldn't seem to make it work for him. Just look, he's riding in the middle of the track, and just hasn't found a setup for this track at the moment. You can see if the camera turns towards Greg Hancock there, he's right around the outside. There he is, just nipped in front and out in front, looking good.
The rain's getting heavier now as well, it has to be said. It's absolutely pouring down here now as we move to heat number 20. It's getting somewhat like resembling the weekend at Sheffield, isn't it, Chris, this weather?
It is, yeah, and it's starting to turn towards that heat 20. You know, these guys have to do 20 races for the result to stand, and it's just it's too tight up front there, and it's worrying me that we're going to get the heat 20 and we're going to be too many points down.
So we're up to heat number 20 now then, and Nicky Pedersen off the inside in yellow and black, Tony Kasper gate 2 in red for the Czech Republic. Joe Screen needs the victory here in blue. That almost goes without saying now, doesn't it? Jonas Kilmikorpi, and then off the outside in green, Ryan Fisher. So heat number 20. Come on, Joe, we need you here again. The Screen machine, Joe Screen, who's already won one of his races tonight. He's in the middle here, right in the middle, and he's, well, not as made as good a start as that man, Nicky Pedersen, for the Danes. It is getting very unpredictable out there. Pedersen almost loses it. Joe goes on the inside. He'll leave the other two to battle it out round the outside. Screen comes into second. Pedersen switches. Dramatic stuff here. Joe Screen is relegated to third. It looks as though things are getting a little bit tricky out there, Chris.
They are getting tricky. Joe had thought long and hard about that first quarter. He knew where he wanted to be. He had his bike on the fresh dirt on the inside. Made his mistake down the bottom corner, just moved out mid-track, and that's where the slick stuff is. But certainly conditions are getting very difficult for these boys. They've got to make their minds up. There's a line on the inside, a line on the outside, and you've got to be on one of them.
And it looks like Joe Screen is just about to lose third place as well. He's been done by Ryan Fisher of Coventry, the young man in his first season in British Speedway. And Joe Screen now tries to get him on the inside. He's done it. One wheel over the inside line here at Peterborough. Fisher will try and return the compliment. He's done him again. And, well, there's drama in every race here at the Showground tonight. Up front now, we've got a battle as well. Tony Kasper, fine ride from him. He's under pressure from Nicky Pedersen. Look at Pedersen. Oh, it doesn't get any closer than that. Right down to the wire in heat number 20 with the rain pouring down. And it's going to go down to the call from the referee. And, well... Ooh,
yeah, Nicky Pedersen.
Nicky Pedersen
worked hard
has just about got it. That was fantastic. He's such a determined rider, isn't he? And the referee has just actually indicated that he will give that to the rider in yellow, Nicky Pedersen. What a ride that was, Chris.
What a ride. These boys are putting in so much effort, and they really are putting on a show in these conditions. Very tricky conditions now. The rain's really coming down, and the track is going to deteriorate very quick from here.
So heat number 20 then, let's give you the results, and it's Nicky Pedersen the winner, 4 points, Tony Kasper of the Czech Republic 3, Ryan Fisher 2, Joe Screen of Great Britain 1, Finland's Jonas Kilmikorpi, no points. And as we look at the aggregate scores, the overall scores now, it's really looking up against it. Denmark 50, Czech Republic 48, United States 47, Great Britain 43, Finland 16. We're going to take a very short break now and pray for a miracle that Great Britain can come on strong in the final 5 races.
Get ready for the new season of Premiership football. Once again, Sky Sports will bring you 66 games, live and interactive from the most exciting league in the world. And there's more. With Premiership Plus, you can get an extra 40 live games. 40 games for £40. That's just £1 a game. Ooh. For full details and to buy your Premiership Plus season ticket, call 08705 160 160 or see channel 433. And
How are you? Does the car you're thinking of have an agile chassis concept for great handling? How about free air conditioning and cost less than £8,000? Try the new Seat Ibiza and compare it to the sporty hatchback you were going to buy.
Well, the rain has caused real drama here at the East of England Showground. These are live shots, and the race-off is in big trouble. We have a situation at the moment where the British teams are behind. That's the score at the moment, 50 points to Denmark. At this point, they are through. Czech Republic on 48, so are they through to the Cup final. But the United States on just 47 and Great Britain on 43 will be relegated. They will be out of the Cup final if it's called at this point. To find out right now, Jonathan Green has the news from pit lane. Jonathan, I hope it's good news for us.
Well, nothing's good news in this kind of weather, is it? And obviously, big worries down here about the conditions. Neil Middleditch is just here. What's the main concern for you? Because I saw you just going over to the phone there.
Yeah, it was a rider's safety really, but I mean, it's obviously now 20 heats has run. I think that the result will stand, and as I say, but you know, at the end of the day, I don't want to jeopardise my rider's safety. So I mean, I'll be guided by them. Whatever they decide, if they say it's too dangerous, well, that's it. You know, I mean, I don't want to back out like that. But as I say, by the same token, I don't want any of my riders injured out there.
Well, we all concur with that for sure. But it's like Sunday again, isn't it? Here we go again.
Yeah, I know, it's a nightmare, isn't it? I mean, it's a shame because it's a fantastic meeting, and as I say, they put on a good show. But you know, there's just not enough dirt on the track to soak up any of the water. You know, so I don't know what they're going to do. Whether we're going to maybe have a break, and hopefully the rain may ease off and they can do a bit of work on the track. But I say we'll just have to wait and see.
If we get going again, you could play the Joker.
Well, at the moment I can't.
Oh no, not yet.
Not yet. No, not yet. No, but as I say.
But you're hoping though, yeah?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's my last ditch effort. That is. Hopefully, I can do the thing what the Aussies did to us. You know, but as I say, that's my last ditch. But as I say, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with the weather, Jonathan. I mean, I don't know. My rider's safety is paramount.
But if Denmark win and we come second, we could play the Joker.
Yeah, that's right. As I say, we just got to see how it goes now. I mean, it's dangerous out there. It's really dangerous.
If. Well, you've heard it from the team manager. He believes it's dangerous, and he's going to go quite rightly and, well, I think a little bit cautiously with his rider's decision. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jonathan. Well, rider priority, I've got to say, having two of them alongside me here, two former world champions, one at grass track, long track, and one in Speedway. You've both said that this should be called off at this point because of rider safety.
Well, I don't quite agree with that. No. I think that Great Britain have got to be a little bit circumspect here because if the meeting were to continue, they still have a chance to qualify. Sure. You know,
do you feel, though, looking out the window, or did I mishear you when we were on the break a moment ago, that the conditions at the moment now are very, very dangerous for all of the riders?
I would agree with that entirely. I think they are dangerous, but I would like to see a scenario where maybe we might wait a little bit because there is these sort of storms we've been having regularly in this country, and that it may just pass through and the racing could continue.
So you're telling me the track can definitely be cleaned up if we just have a situation. I can hear bikes warming up in the background here at the moment.
Yeah. You want a definite. You can't have a definite. It's a matter of waiting to see if it eases off and then go out there and track it up a little bit and then keep it going from there.
Well, we're looking at a situation here where we are racing. This will be, in just a few moments, heat 21, so we're going past that point. The rain has actually stopped at this moment in time. Yep. If we finish second to Denmark, in fact, no, it hasn't. I look over my shoulder, it just looks good from our camera position here. Well, if we finish second to Denmark, we can play the Joker, and that can have the Team Great Britain, excuse me for being slightly British here, Sam, in the studio. I know it's hard for you to listen to me and Kelvin banging on about it, but we're obviously here to see them go through.
It would give the opportunity for our top rider to come out in the heat number 22, Lee Richardson, and try and grab 8 points. If Stoney can finish behind the Danish rider here, Bjarne Pedersen, we will go 8 points down, and then Lee Richardson can be played as the Joker, the tactical Joker, and if you manage to win it, 8 points in the bag, so we can be right back in it.
Opposite to what happened to you at Sheffield.
Yeah, swings and roundabouts. Swings and roundabouts.
Well, then we'll think the Joker is the most wonderful thing there's ever been. Let's get back to our commentary team then. Chris Louis, I can't imagine what he's thinking looking at this weather as it is at the moment. And Nigel.
Yeah, the rain is still coming down. It's not as heavy as it was, it has to be said, but in this situation now, in heat number 21, Neil Middleditch has already admitted that we need a Joker as our last gamble, really. Ryan Fisher off the inside in green, Carl Stoney at gate 2 in blue for Great Britain. Thomas Topinka, he's been quick tonight, he's off gate 3. Bjarne Pedersen, he's been quick as well, off gate 4. Tommy Raymer off the outside in white, and the Joker really is a case of last chance salute, really. The Joker is the last gamble that Britain have got, really, Chris.
It is our last chance, and that Joker has been Neil Middleditch's absolute nightmare for him. You know, always 7 points down, never enough points down, but this is the one. Ideally, we want Stoney to finish behind Denmark here, Bjarne Pedersen.
Certainly do. Carl Stoney was off the gate number 2, and he's made the start, and he's going to take the lead here in the wet. And Bjarne Pedersen has that 3rd place. Pedersen will now come round and take 2nd place here. The Czech Republic rider Thomas Topinka is 3rd. Stonehewer has the lead here as the rain continues to pour, and Bjarne Pedersen is still going to give it a go here. These riders, despite the conditions, are having a go, Chris.
This is how much this World Cup means to them, you know. I mean, this is not the ideal scenario for us, but how do you tell an English racer to go out there, Great Britain team rider, to go out there and not score the points? He's going to do everything to win this race, and certainly Bjarne Pedersen's giving him a hard time.
Surely it would make sense. I mean, I don't know, it's hard to say, isn't it? But surely it would make sense if Stoney would let Pedersen go by, and that would allow Great Britain to play the joker. Pedersen is still battling away. Bjarne Pedersen is packing up here. Bjarne Pedersen has got bike problems, so Carl can't even let him go by now. What is going to happen next here tonight? Carl Stonehewer is going to take 4 points for Great Britain. He'll come round and take the 4 points. And, well, the 2nd place rider is Thomas Topinka for the Czech Republic. And it looks as though the rider in white, Tony Raymer for Finland, is there. And, well, it's going to be a long push back for Bjarne Pedersen for Denmark. Bjarne Pedersen can push back because we already saw, of course, Ryan Fisher come out of the race in the early stages. Carl Stonehewer has got the victory there. Chris, what are your thoughts on that?
It's going to be a long push for Bjarne Pedersen. These speedway bikes, when you've got all your gear on, they're heavy enough, but when you're soaking wet as well, it's going to be a nightmare for him. But, you know, again, things don't work out for us. Carl Stonehewer won the race. That's what he's out there to do, and that's what he wanted to do. But looks like Bjarne Pedersen's going to pick up that point, and that could be vital.
Yeah, looks like a point for Denmark with Bjarne Pedersen. Here he comes in the rain. And I'm sure he'll let his mechanic wheel the bike back to the pits now, but more interesting developments. Let's confirm the result of Heat 21. This meeting continuing in the rain here at Peterborough tonight. This Speedway World Cup race-off. Carl Stonehewer, 4 points for Great Britain, 3 for the Czech Republic, 2 for Finland, and 1 for Denmark. The overall standings then, with 4 races to go. Czech Republic and Denmark level on 51, Great Britain 47 and the United States 47. Finland have 18. The joker is quite simply not an option, Chris.
No, it isn't. It's the scenario all over again. But, you know, we're looking at this next race coming up. We've got Lee Richardson. The rain's not going to do him any favours at all. But, you know, he's not going to be looking forward to this race in the rain, but the pressure's on. He's got to perform.
Certainly, it's dramatic stuff here. I wonder what the guys in the studio think about what Great Britain should be looking at here. What sort of perspective have they got in the meeting?
Well, it's funny how the guys are looking from team managerial points of view and then racers' points of view. It's ebbing and flowing in the studio here, very much like it is outside. I mean, basically, with this situation now, without actually being pushed behind the Danes in that and the score going the way we wanted it, now it's just a case of going out and winning.
Exactly. You know, it looked for a moment there for really Stoney should have finished 2nd behind the Danish rider to allow us to have that tactical joker. But in the end, he ended up winning. The Danes only got 1 point. If we can get another win from Lee Richardson, it's all on, and it's going to go right down to the last heat.
Well, Sam's head's dropped here. As team captain for the American team, you really are having a bit of a problem.
Yeah, it was unfortunate for Ryan's bike packed up at the start line. He didn't even have a chance to contest any points. But the rain's still coming down, and I think all these riders really know that
Lot of pressure. 51, 51, 47, 47. Those are it. 4 points between 4 teams. Only 2 teams will go through to the World Cup final. Nigel, this is a stormer.
It certainly is, and 4 races to go. Chris, is it too late for Great Britain? Can we get back into it again here?
Yeah, we can get back into it. Certainly not too late. Unfortunately, we've gone past 20 heats, so this meeting could be called off at any time. And you know, the way the scores are, that's going to be so unfortunate for the team that's finishing 3rd or 4th at the moment, because really the guys deserve more than this. They deserve better weather than this to contest something as important to them as this.
What we could do with here is a Great Britain win and either a Checo or Denmark last place. That would be nice. Brent Werner off the inside, Alice Trimmel's gate 2. Lee Richardson in the middle. He won't worry about the weather. He'll be going for it, that's for sure. Then for Kauko Nieminen for Finland, and Brent Werner is off the outside for the US. Like I say, realistically, we could do with Denmark or the Czech Republic finishing last and Great Britain winning this one, just to get Great Britain back into it, get back onto the track towards the final. It can still happen. There is a belief it can happen in heat number 22. Lee Richardson off the middle, and there goes Brent Werner in green off the inside. Good ride from him. but we see Lee Richardson in 3rd place now, and Lee Richardson has a little bit of work on his plate here because the Dane Nicky Pedersen has gone around the outside. Brent Werner, a somewhat surprised leader in this one. The rain continuing to pour, and the bad news is that Alice Trimmel of the Czech Republic and Denmark's Nicky Pedersen are just ahead of Lee Richardson here. This perhaps one race too far for Lee, Chris.
Yeah, maybe the conditions certainly aren't helping. Brent Werner's out in front. He's where you want to be. You know, he's got clean goggles and you can see where he's going. He's got no spray, but Alice Trimmel's just tucking on the inside of him. You're going to see the guys now with all the water out there. They're going to want to be on the inside of the rider in front so they don't collect too much spray. But with these dirt deflectors, you know, the spray goes everywhere. They won't be able to see a thing out there.
Brent Werner even using his tear-offs at the moment because of the rain, and well, sadly at the moment we still see rider in red, Alice Trimmel, and Nicky Pedersen. Oh, Nicky Pedersen has gone, and he's gone into the fence, and that is dramatic stuff here. And well, with what, still 3 races to go after this one, it looks as though Great Britain are going to gain points on Denmark, but we must immediately hope that Nicky Pedersen is okay. That looked a nasty one. Were the conditions coming into play there, Chris?
Difficult to say, you know. I mean, the track is going to be getting slippery, and when the dirt gets wet, there's more grip in the dirt. So, you know, maybe the conditions caught him out, but it was a very awkward-looking crash. He went down very awkwardly, stretched on that bike, and he seemed to hit the fence a little bit like Mark Loram did, but maybe with a little bit less speed.
Yeah, well, let's hope he's okay. That's the most important thing. Nicky Pedersen has really worked hard tonight, that's for sure. Heat 22's result, then. Let's bring it to you with the ambulance coming onto the track, as we see. So, Brent Werner there, the winner for the USA. Czech Republic's 3 points. Lee Richardson 2 for Great Britain. And the Finn Kaukonen. Now, look at that. Czech Republic 54. Denmark and the USA level on 51. Great Britain 49. Finland 19. With 3 races to go, Great Britain are 2 points off a qualifying place for the World Cup final. But there's bound to be a delay here. The rain is still coming down, and you do fear that the rain is getting now to its heaviest tonight. That is concerning, isn't it, Chris? But not as concerning as Nicky Pedersen, of course. We wish him well.
That's right. Nobody wants to see any of the guys down on the track. So, but the track is going to deteriorate during this delay.
Well, down in the pits where all the action is, of course, I wonder what the feeling is down there. Jonathan Green.
Yeah, well, it's tense, as you can imagine, and it's just awful. Atrocious conditions now. It's the worst weather that we've seen here for a while. And, you know, I just had a quick chat with Lee Richardson, and he's not happy about the situation at all. And obviously, it's almost unrideable in his opinion. I don't really want to talk to him right now. I want him to concentrate, as we all do. But Stoney's right here. Let's just have a quick chat with him. It's not good, is it, Stoney?
It's not easy. I better put my cap on. It's not, you know, it's been trying to rain since about Heat 10, I think, and it got heavier just before the last lot of races, and now this is ridiculous. It's a monsoon, you know, but I don't know, you know, we're still in with a chance, and it's a bit of a lottery, so, but you can't ride in that's impossible, that, but maybe if you give it a little while and let it ease off, because we've got to get through, haven't we, to this weekend.
If they call it off now, if it's a draw for second place, the highest seed goes through to the final, and it's a horrible situation, but that is the truth.
And we the highest seed are...
You got me there, that's all I know.
Well, I don't know, I don't understand it, you know, the rules properly, so... we've all tried as hard as we possibly can tonight, you know. The conditions out there weren't to suit us early on, it was very slick. That was nothing to do with us or the rest of the British people here. You know, things like that happen, don't they, you know, but we've battled away and we battled away. And I think we'd caught them up a little bit, and I had a good last ride and kept us in it, and as you can see, this is just ridiculous, you know, it's worse. And can I say hello to my wife, Juliet? Hi, darling. And Chris, get off that settee and get the decorating done.
Fair enough. Well, there you go. A bit of instruction there. Well, Denmark must be the happiest at the moment. They'll gain the most. But a quick word, real quick with Sean. How was that? Not great, is it?
No, not at all. I mean, look at this now. I mean, it's just torrential. But I mean, it's held off as long as it could, and we nearly did it. There's 3 more rides to go. So, but at the end of the day, you could see the accident there. You know, like Nicky was like, you know, trying to get more drive, sitting further back on the bike, and suddenly the bike's just gone. He hasn't been able to control it because he's trying to get the grip. So, yeah, I mean, and this has happened now, so it's over.
Well, it seems that the weather has got us again. It happened Sunday, it's happening again here on Thursday, and Denmark are the ones that are going to gain. Back to you in the studio.
Well, absolutely atrocious conditions here at the moment. There's so much noise coming on the roof of our studio here at trackside. I have to say it's louder than the bikes. Just look at that. It's completely unrideable. I think, Kelvin, we heard from Stoney a moment ago. You've got to say, out of the British team, he's the more positive out of everybody. I mean, he's in for your theory of holding on for a second, hoping this will just pass over. But I've got to say, looking out there at the moment, a jet ski is more appropriate.
Exactly, it really is a deluge now. But, you know, sometimes when the conditions don't suit you, if you keep telling yourself you don't like it, it can actually wear you down. I think Stoney's attitude was great there. He said, well, you know, we're not out of it. It's a bit of a lottery. And to a certain degree, the rain was actually maybe helping us out a little bit. We were, you know, anything could happen on the track in this scenario. And, you know, it's such a fine line between winning and losing here this evening. And, you know, we're just right in it there. We're only a couple of points back from second place. And, you know...
Very tense, eh, bud?
Very tense indeed. A complete disaster for the meeting, really. And for the Americans. I mean, the American team are right in there as well. We've all got within just a few points. It's incredible stuff. Look,
sure,
51, and we're right there on 49. I mean, it's just... But they have played a joker at the end of the day, so he did have an opportunity to get back in it at one point.
I did say from the beginning it was going to be a tall order for America to come out here and blitz these guys, only for the fact that some of our riders don't really go good on these kind of tracks. It's a track where you got to make good starts, got to have good bikes. You can see I threw my bikes out there for them. A bit difficult for everybody. I think we've done really good, and I think we had to throw that joker at that time. It was the right time.
Well, I can tell you that I'm hearing at the moment the meeting has been abandoned. We're about to confirm whether it's Czechoslovakia and Denmark that go through. It'll be a few minutes just yet, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to a jury meeting at the moment just to confirm that officially. But really, what a night it was building to be. I mean, just a couple of 3 points in it at this particular point in the meeting. I mean, it's incredible. We've seen great rides. It's just capped a great week so far. The World Cup final is going to be superb.
I think all the riders that rode in those last few heats in the torrential rain, absolutely, they deserve gold medals, because I know that mentally to go out and conditions like that and race for your country in such dreadful conditions, I can assure you, the vision, you've got no vision. If you're in third or fourth place, the spray, that muddy spray coming up, you can't see where you're going. You're riding on instinct more than anything else, and I can assure you that's bravery at its highest.
Bearing in mind the Team Great Britain situation from Sheffield, we have Mark Loran that was racing to his heart's content, really flying around there, the whole thing going perfectly for them. The Australians just picked us for the Cup final. When the rain came down, it got called off early. Do you feel that we've been a little bit unlucky? It did strike me a little bit today that the British team let their heads drop just a fraction, or the majority of the British team.
I think the biggest slice of bad luck we've had in the World Cup so far is Mark Loran getting injured. If that hadn't have happened, I do believe that we would have probably had a stronger chance of
Look at the weather. I mean, the weather's absolutely hailing down in front of them. That's without the slurry that's coming out from underneath the back of a
There's heroism right there. Those guys out there riding in those conditions. I mean, that is just so...
You know, what happens is that the rain's hitting your goggles, and you've got a smeary lens. You can't judge that close.
You're committed
Anyone
right at this
now,
point,
you're going to see Nicky Pedersen. You're absolutely committed. The bike's up in the air. So difficult to react.
How do you get off
high speed track?
Oh,
nothing.
Well, he couldn't see what he was going to hit, could he?
No.
Is he okay?
All he knows is that he's going to hit something.
He walked away from it, so well, that's the only reason why we're showing it, Sam, is because he got up.
Okay.
Well, that's good news indeed. Very pleased to see the guy get up, but I think conditions are such that I'm absolutely amazed that we didn't see more incident as the rain came in. But certainly, probably all the air's been pushed out of him. You know, he hit the fence there with a considerable force. And
of course, no air fence down the straights here at Peterborough either.
Sorry, but I'm going to say if there was an air fence there, he would have been worse, because he would have hit that and it would have stopped him. He actually glanced across that, and I think that helped him from getting his arms off.
Well, if we want to find out exactly how he is, let's go and speak to Jonathan, because Jonathan's got him with him.
Yeah, toughest man in Speedway right now. Boy, that was terrible, and I know you couldn't see, could you?
I couldn't see anything. I could only feel, you know, the degrees on the bike was lifting, you know, so I managed to get it down, you know, but the fence was coming in too quick, you know, so... And I banged my head straight into the fence, but I didn't hurt myself, so I'm pretty lucky.
We think you're through to the World Cup final, so that's one good bit of news.
Yeah, the thing is, I mean, I'm really enjoyed it out there tonight before it started raining, you know. My bike is going so fast, and the whole team is going very well, you know, so it's a little bit shame, you know,
You've had hit the fence earlier this week and hurt your back. You came back and now you've done it again. But in the end of the day, you could go through to the World Cup final. Yeah. Denmark have won more World Cups than anybody else. How does that feel?
It's feeling really good, and I know my mom and dad is sitting home and watch it, but I'm all right, mom and dad, so don't worry. And I look forward to we go to the final, so thank you.
Well, the smile's back on his face, and I think he deserves to be. Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Jonathan. Well, as you can see, he's absolutely okay, amazingly considering the speed at which he hit the fence with. We're still waiting for the jury to come out of their meeting at the moment. We believe the Czechs and the Danes will go through to the World Cup final on Saturday. We'll take a break now. By the time we come back, we should have the news for you.
As the new football season kicks off, don't let your friends take their eyes off the ball. Pitch Sky to a teammate and net £50 worth of vouchers between you. And you can introduce again and again and again. So don't hang about. Pick out your customer magazine to set the ball rolling. It's a sitter.
Accidents are a fact of life. So at no extra cost, all RAC members get help with accidents as well as breakdowns, with help at the scene over the phone. Back home, we can advise on insurance claims, legal issues such as personal injury, and repairs. So if you're an RAC member and you have an accident, whatever the size, you know who to turn to. Accident to breakdown, we RAC to it.
Welcome back. Well, I can tell you there's still no decision from the jury room just yet. Jonathan Green has Jakob Olsen with him. He was a man that was very unhappy just a fraction earlier when the gates weren't coming up, but he might be a fraction happier now, Jonathan, and the rain stopped. Jakob's looking up.
Well, it's actually easing a little bit anyway. We don't know the decision yet, but do you think you're through?
Jonathan, I don't know, we have to sit back and see what happens now and what they decide, but if it goes as I hope it should, because we're fourth seeded in this tournament and the Americans are fifth because we were fourth in the final last year and we're equal on points, so hopefully that's going to be the decision.
We're going to try and look at race wins as well and work out exactly the permutations. They're trying to work out how many wins, who's got what, and that's what the jury's actually going through at the moment, and how many get second places and all the rest of it. So it's not an easy time for them either, because they don't want this either. But if it was based on determination, you've got to be so proud of these boys.
I'm very proud, and not only proud of the riders, I'm proud of everyone, all the mechanics, everyone around the team. We're just lifting this so much. I mean, everyone is so ignored in Denmark, it's not on Danish TV, it's nothing, because we've had so many world champions in the past, but we got plenty of world champions here and they all going for it, and we'll be back. We want to be number one on the top of the world, Denmark again in the Speedway, and they'll be there because look at this, it's great.
And I think actually the expectations of the Danes are so high in this sport because of what you've succeeded to do in the past. This is a young side, and are we about to see at the cusp of a glory day again for Denmark, do you think, perhaps with the beginnings of this side?
We're coming, we'll be there, and if we get that little bit of chance and a little bit of luck to get to that final, just watch us.
Well, America played the Joker, and obviously that was giving them their 8 points, Greg Hancock, so in some ways it would be a moral victory in some ways for you if you went through, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, they do it good, America, they got Billy and Greg, they're top riders in the Grand Prix and everything, but they got three riders, they're really young kids and they're going for it too, but it's a great competition this. It's getting better than the Grand Prix, I reckon. But England's going good. It's tough, and the Czechs are just doing brilliant. So full credit to all of them. I mean, this is Speedway high class.
Well, you've given us a great display tonight, and thank all your boys from us for sure. And we'll wait on the decision. Back to you guys. I'm going to go and join the Americans, see how they're feeling.
Well, we don't know how they're all going to be feeling just yet. We've got one of them in here that's team captain for Team America. Now, we heard there Jakob talking about the fact that the Danes were seeded higher than the Americans into this event.
Yeah.
Your theory, and I'm sure it's absolutely correct because you're usually pretty astute as a team manager in the Grand Prix as well, Kelvin, is that they will, even though they're on equal points, the Danes will, because of their seeding, will take the position.
It was one theory I came up with. I know that they were seeded higher than America coming into this competition. This is where they finished last year in the final. from the length of time it's taking in the jury meeting, I suggest maybe that isn't going to be the case, because they may well be looking retrospectively back
That'd be
on
pretty straightforward.
each.
So they're doing a count back over who's first, seconds, thirds, and trying to work out exactly what's going on. That's what's taking their time at the moment.
If they were going to look on last year's result, they could be one step further and look at how they qualified to get to this event, who was the best second place.
And so on.
And yeah, so I mean, that's probably what they're working out. Then they'll probably work on the heats and so forth.
Well, I can tell you, it is not on race seedings. It is on race wins and finishes tonight. So it's going to be a situation. That's what's taking the time.
Exactly.
They're being as accurate as they can. They're working it out.
It'll be tough for America, I'm
your
sure.
Your knuckles are going to hurt, aren't
they?
Sure.
I mean, I want them to do well, but it's just one of those things. It's tough when you only got 2 riders that are really winning. But yeah, Brent won one too, so I got him.
Well, let's find out what one of the American superstars, Billy Hamill, thinks at the moment. He's with Jono downstairs.
Yeah, thanks, Keith. It is confusing, and we thought it was the seeds. In fact, it turns out, Billy, that it's going to be wins, seconds and thirds here tonight, and we don't know yet, but obviously you're as close as anybody to getting through to that final. It's not an easy time, is it?
No, definitely not. I mean, obviously we could have done without this rain, but, you know, it's here, and, you know, we're just kind of finding out all about this right now. I mean, I've heard that maybe there's going to be a race-off between the top 2 scorers, so, I mean, maybe that's another option, but I think that'd have to happen on, you know, before the final itself. So,
putting that aside, everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people wrote your young guys off here at Peterborough. They said they couldn't handle this track, and well, they have.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we showed a lot of character, you know, at Eastbourne on Tuesday night, and certainly, you know, we gave it a good fight here today, you know. And I thought, especially our young guys were in there. You know, we had a little bit bad luck, and you know, with Ryan Fisher breaking down on that last one. But all in all, I mean, we're pumped up, and you know, trying to do our best, and we hope it's good enough. Right now, we're still kind of clinging on to maybe we'll be in that final.
Either way, forgetting the weather, it's special, isn't it, this? I've been with you in some of the Grand Prix and the cold in Poland and certainly on the Elite League, and this is something else. This is something very special.
You know what's so special is the weather in August in England.
We specially prepared it.
Yeah, it's been, you know, it is a great event, and you know, a week long, and I think it's just a good speedway event, you know, to a host country, and I think it's, you know, definitely something to build on. We've just been unfortunately unlucky with the weather, and we weren't unlucky at Eastbourne, but I think the other 2 rounds were pretty unfortunate.
Well, I can tell you that they still don't know. They're still debating, so I suppose while they're doing that, there's still hope.
Yeah, that's right.
Hope springs eternal. Billy's still got a smile on his face. Back to you guys.
Got a bit of a smile on our face in here as well, Jono, because Sam came up with a theory that maybe they should have a race-off at the beginning of the final. In other words, if we get to a situation where we're equal, not a bad way to start the World Cup final.
Can you imagine bringing an extra squad here, as they would do, and then putting the elected riders in a race, and everybody, the tents is, boom, go, and then we know who's in the event. I mean, that's the way of making it all interesting if they want to do it. I mean, I know playing it back on the wins and stuff is the sporting way of doing it, but let's...
Kelvin doesn't look like he's going to go for that one too well.
Well, we're not in it, unfortunately, so if you want to go with that, I'm quite happy to come here and watch it. Certainly it would be very dramatic, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think at some stage we will get a decision from the jury room, but it's been a dramatic meeting for all sorts of reasons, and I do feel very sorry for the Great Britain team. They did put their best foot forward, and they did try very hard, but I just think the strength of the team overall just didn't quite come up to scratch tonight. The Danes, I must say, have tremendous spirit, have ridden extremely well.
If you wonder why I've still got the score above our heads, it's because, of course, the Americans and the Danes are level on points, and we don't know just yet. They're trying to count their way back through the wins, the second places, the third places, and they even go back to 4th and 5th, I would imagine, in the circumstances if it's difficult. Well, the jury are still out. We're still waiting, as are 2 teams, the Danes and, of course, the Americans. The rain is still coming down here, live at the East of England show. We'll take a break. Perhaps we'll have a result in a couple of minutes.
You see this guy's in love with you. Yes, I'm in love. I'm glad I got to know you guys.
They're back. The Premiership and Sky Sports, the best team in the world.
You can now experience the Freelander from only £299 per month at 11.5% APR. And what's more, there's absolutely no deposit required.
BT Open World broadband is up to 10 times faster, so there's no waiting to download files and no need to dial up. For details of BT Open World broadband high-speed internet, call 0800 800 050. What are you waiting for?
You rejoin us at the end of the race-off day here at the East of England Showground. Australia, Sweden, Poland and the Czech Republic are through to the final on Saturday, but still we wait for the jury to make their decision over whether it will be Denmark or the USA that will join those other four. Well, of course, whoever goes through, you'll see it live and exclusive from Peterborough right here at the East of England Showground, starting at 7 o'clock on Sky Sports 3, and that's on Saturday, the Speedway World Cup final. Well, back here in the studio, we still wait. I have to say my palms are getting a little bit sweaty over this. I think it's you. It's Sam really is making me quite nervous over it. You're really looking for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been in these situations before, haven't we, where things get really tight and it comes...
Well, last year, USA, Great Britain.
Yeah,
exactly. We saw Greg Hancock and Mark Loram have to have a race off there down in Wrocław in Poland, and America prevailed that time. It isn't out of the question that possibly a scenario could be that would have to happen again. Maybe even on Saturday at the beginning of the meeting would be very dramatic.
Wouldn't it, though?
And an opportunity, like all the riders that are in those teams are here. They're all based in this country, so it isn't a case of having to undo a lot of travel plans. It's quite...
There's certainly been one or two things this year, the second year of this format of World Cup. It's one of those situations where maybe the Joker, maybe one or two other rules, slight
they got a
tunings as far as that's concerned. Oh, I can tell you, we've got some news right now. Let's go down to Jonathan Green in pit lane. Jonathan.
The Danes.
Yeah, well, as you can hear, the Danes are dancing, and that's because it's just been announced that they had more wins than America, and they go through to the World Cup final. And this is what they do, is celebrate Dane style. Let's see if we can get Jakob in here. He's hugging everybody. Hey, you're through to the final.
We're there.
That was horrible, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, I'm so happy, you know. It's tough. I know. I feel very sorry for the Americans. They deserve to be in the final too, but we just stood back, and it says in the rule book it's that way. And Nicky, we're just there, mate.
We're there now, so now we got everything to win and nothing to lose, so we got to go for it, and we love the track, but we don't want any more rain.
Now, you're back here at Peterborough on Saturday. Can you do it?
Of course we can do it. Now we can do everything. We have got this team spirit again. You know, we've been working hard for it the whole week now, so we got a few days off now, and then we'll be ready for Saturday. Definitely.
What message have you got for Poland, Sweden?
I won't really say anything. They don't have to know anything about it. They just got to watch us on Saturday.
You haven't even got a message for Australia, the world champions?
Well, I haven't anything to say. We got to focus about Denmark now.
What are you going to do, Jakob? You guys got together, and it's important people know this. You've been here 2 days. You've almost had your own scout camp. We've got scouts over here. But you guys have all been together, really focusing on this. What are you going to do now?
Well, you know, last year, every other nation could see we just got the team spirit, and we just got to build it up. This year we got it even better. We got the same race suits, we got the same bike covers, mud guards, everything. We got the organisation of the Team Denmark really working for us. We got people from the DMU. And we're nearly sleeping together. So it's absolutely brilliant.
It's a family programme, Jakob. We'll let you celebrate, but we'll see you Saturday. Well, big celebrations for the Danes. Follow me, tiptoe through the tulips and through the wet if you can, because if you think about it, let's just go back to the bigger story of today. The Czech Republic thought they were out of the World Cup at the beginning of the week. Sunday night, it was all over. What a difference a day, a few makes. Come through the puddles. Come on, you can come through the puddles. He doesn't mind getting his feet wet. Come on. Now, here's Alice Drimmel. Alice, what a day. You guys, I mean, you and your brother rode superbly. The whole team looked good. Can you believe this?
I can. No, you know, we knew that we will be quite good, you know, on the track. Just nobody expected us to win today. Yeah, I thought, you know, we can go through to the final, and now we did it, so the feeling is superb, you know.
What are your thoughts about the track for Peterborough? Let's forget the weather for a second. If it's in normal conditions, obviously Sweden are riding well, Australia and Poland. You'd like to put one on them, I'm sure, wouldn't you?
I think so, yeah. But I think, you know, we will try, you know, to make some good races. I don't think we can win it, you know, just maybe we can go few races good, and then we will see, maybe.
Are you happy with the team setup and the way everybody's riding?
Yeah, I think so. You know, just in the start we had some small troubles, but I think we sorted it, and then we just make some very, very good races.
Few parties in Prague tonight, huh?
I don't know. I don't think they know it yet. So.
Well, you better get on the phone.
Maybe.
All right. Well, we'll go back to you, Keith. Well, it's all celebrations down here, certainly for the Czechs and the Danes, but why? What a night.
I thought they always partied in Prague. There it is then, 54 points, Denmark 51. They go through. The United States, after that long, long jury meeting, and we're yet to find out exactly the decision they made on that. Great Britain 49, Finland 19. No doubt about it, 2 teams go through, 54, and they join Australia, Sweden and Poland, Czech Republic, and Denmark, who go through on race wins. That's how it came back. It's not the same as that in the rule book, I have to say. I've got a rule book right here, and we've been looking it up. So the Czech Republic, who thought, as Jonathan quite rightly said, were out of it after 20 heats on the first night of qualification in Sheffield in the rain, they have now gone through. There was a lot of consternation, even controversy regarding that decision at Sheffield, that the Czechs would have to make their 28 points that they got in just 20 heats count to go through to this race-off. They might not have made it to here.
No, and it was very fortunate for the jury and the organisers that at Eastbourne on Tuesday night that the third team didn't make 28 points, so that eased that situation. But to come here, having just crept into this meeting, they did perform brilliantly, and they pulled off a great win. And I do believe their team were more suited to this racetrack, though.
Commiserations to the US. I mean, you did say that you might struggle here, but it was so close, wasn't it, for you guys?
They worked hard. They went out there and they battled, and they did a great job. And I kind of called before the meeting that Czech was probably going to be the strongest ones on this track. Kind of suits their style and their setups. But America did me good. I'm pretty happy with it.
Well, you're pretty happy, but one man I can tell you that's not pretty happy is with Jonathan Green right now. Greg Hancock is there, and yes, he doesn't look happy, Jono.
Yeah, he's not happy at all. And Greg, you tell us it yourself.
Well, I think that right now we're all really upset about the way they've dealt with this, because nobody's informed us in the rule book exactly where it states that it goes on a ranking in the race-off, that, because we tied on points, and no FIM official around. Everybody just vacated the area with leaving all of us standing here waiting, and we hear from the PA system. We don't hear from an official or nothing, so I really feel that we're getting screwed right now, and it's not right. It's really unfair and very unprofessional, if I can say that.
Last year, of course, you raced off against Great Britain.
Yeah, that's right. We sure did. And I mean, I'm ready to race off now, as the rest of us are. It's wrong. Sure, the track's not right, but it's we're really getting screwed here. It's very unjust. And Sam's our captain. I don't know if he knows something that we don't, but maybe you can answer that, Sam.
Could you have done it? I mean, would you have done a race-off? I mean, you did it last year against Britain. Of course, you won that, but would you have been prepared to do that?
Absolutely. I mean, sure, the track's not good right now, but...
What about on Saturday before the final? Would you have done that then?
And no problem. We're here. We came here to race. We came here to make the final, and we came here to win. So we'll take whatever they throw at us, except being thrown out for not a fair reasoning.
You wanted to ask Sam something. He's listening.
Well, Sam, you're our captain, bud. So try to reason with them and find out why we are really out of this, because we can't seem to find anything in the rule book that says that this situation is actually legal. So I don't know. We're all upset, and we're standing here. There's people in the pits. They told us we can take our bikes out, but no FIM official around. I think they got scared because they know what the response is going to be.
Well, I think, I'm sitting up here, he's down there working with it all. I'm hearing a lot of information and he's not hearing it. It's unfortunate they're not informed as much as they should be. But the fact of it is what if we would have waited? I mean, right now, Great Britain would have a good chance of going out there on the track. The rain has stopped.
Little bit of disrespect there being shown to the team, in as much as announced over the PA system without any recourse at all to the decision from the team or the team management, I have to say, seems to me to be fractionally out of order.
Yeah.
Surely that's not typical.
Yeah, it's. I must admit that I'd have to really converse with my team manager to find out exactly what the rules are. But at the moment, if what Greg's saying obviously is true, he's down there with them.
You come from the land of litigation. This could run and run, really, couldn't it, Sam?
Well,
Calvin,
I'll be with him. I'll be mad.
You've actually been remarkably quiet at this particular point. I mean, obviously, Team Great Britain find themselves not in this particular argument.
No.
What's your viewpoint on it now? Having heard all the arguments and all the conversations that have gone on, our opinions here, I mean, where do you see it from your point of view at this moment?
I said initially that it may well go on last year's seedings, and apparently it seems to be, although we discussed both those theories, that they may go back on the performances on tonight or seedings. It appears that Denmark have got the position in the World Cup final because of where they were seeded from last year. That's a tough call, it really is. I can sympathise with Greg Hancock completely, because if I was racing in that team, I would want to race for the right to be in that championship, not to be decided in a boardroom meeting.
Yeah.
But it's a tough call, and Denmark are obviously absolutely delighted. They think it's great, but I can see that I think it could have certainly been handled better. I think from what Greg has informed us there, somebody with authority should have come over and explained the situation, how that decision was brought, and I think that they would probably have felt a lot more. They wouldn't have been happy about the decision, but possibly could have understood it better.
Well, I can tell you the jury have made the decision at the moment. It might be contentious very slightly, but this is the lineup. Australia, Sweden, Poland, Czech Republic, and we believe that race wins have decided what's gone on here, not the seeded position. So Denmark are through because of race wins tonight, not because of what was written in the rule book as far as we understand of seeded position. So your World Cup final will be Australia, the current world champions at this moment in time. Sweden with the current Grand Prix world champion in that team. Poland, Thomas Golob will be a highlight there. Czech Republic, of course, well, we've seen how good they are tonight, and Denmark come through. That's live and exclusive here at the East of England Showground, preferably minus the rain, Saturday 7 o'clock, Sky Sports 3. OK, guys, who's going to win? Kelvin, I'll come to you first.
I still think Australia are going to be favourites for that meeting. I think they had a wake-up call in Sheffield, and I do believe that they won't be caught napping again.
Sam, now that the Americans are out of it, you've not got an axe to grind anywhere. Who's going to do it for you?
Yeah, I will agree with Kelvin. I think they're going to be pushed real hard with probably Sweden and possibly Czech.
Well, of course, we could have an upset. You never know. We've had plenty of them this week already. 4 days of great racing for the Speedway World Cup. Thank you very much, Samo Malenko. Thank you very much, Kelvin Tatum. And thank you very much for watching. It's been a wonderful race night tonight, until the rain come, of course. Join us on Saturday for the World Cup final. It's all action.